do? It's your boy coming at you with a late night stream. Just gonna do something nice and easy here because it was either this or we're trying to finish up some homework, and quite frankly, I do not feel like writing right now. I'll get that done when I get that done later. For now, I'm just going to go stream some more. So, that is what it is. So, if you guys are here with me, one, you're crazy because y'all should be sleeping right now. But if you're crazy enough to be here with me, then hey, I appreciate that. Go ahead, hit the like button, all that good stuff. And stick around, get comfortable. We're going to play some more Our Castle Walls. You know how it is. You know what a diggity do. I see we have Dash and we have Wyatt. Hello to the both of you. Glad y'all could be here with me. Y'all are crazy enough to join me in this. I don't know why, but you're here. You're here. Hopefully my throat is up for the task. Wyatt left the stream. Oh, and there's just you, Dash. You've been there for me when no one else was, so I guess to give you credit for that. Oh, Wyatt's back. Hey, Lance.
It's a gorgeous night. All by myself, nobody to interfere with my precious alone time.
Yeah, Dash, you were wrong. Wrong. Lying on me. Shit, I'm not looking at the metrics right now, so.
I'm at the usual spot at the lake, sitting down, playing a familiar tune on my harp. One that is played in one of my favorite adventure movies that I've been fortunate enough to learn by ear.
Oh, that's cool.
All of a sudden, I'm levitating.
Uh-oh.
When did I obtain such powers?
Maybe in your dreams, because you're dreaming right now?
I end up dropping my harp and instinctively placing my hands over my sweater to keep it from hitting me.
Oh, that's adorable.
But this doesn't last for long. As a being of white and orange flashes by, pulling me closer to them into the night sky.
Being of orange and white, it's like an angel?
I'm flying over the water. My eyes are adjusting to whom is making this impossibility reality. It's Killing, as a shining angel with beautiful white wings.
I was right, it was an angel. But not just any angel, it's us. We're the angel of Yuri's dreams. How lovely. There's the princess I was looking for.
Princess?
Yes, my purple princess.
What?
Man, those townspeople were completely wrong.
Killing, where are we going?
I found this old castle and needs some fixing up. I figured we could take on our future there. Insert hero complex here. Well, does flying in to save Yuri from wherever she was count as a hero complex?
Our future. I really like that.
I bet you do.
I can't help but smile how silly yet caring he's being. His confident smile and topaz orange eyes help reassure me that everything will be okay. Tightly cling on to his right arm and hold on to dear life. Resting my head in his arm, we continue our journey to the sunrise.
Well, isn't this just adorable?
The sun's reflection on the water adds to the absolute perfection of this moment. Of us. Of everything. At this point, nothing else matters. All of my doubts and insecurities amount to nothing now.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo. God. No, we're not more than y'all are acting up. Y'all are acting up right now. Damn.
This is the happy ending I wished for.
And Yuri realizes it was all a dream. It was all a dream. For there is no happiness in the literature club.
The sunlight that shines through my window helps awaken me from my deep sleep. As I slowly begin as I slowly bring myself up from my pillow. Ooh. Ooh. What? Was that real?
I don't know, Yuri. What do you think? Your mom's the happy ending I wished for. No, your mom's the happy ending I wished for.
I then stretched and let out a disappointed sigh. It was a dream. It felt so real.
Well, that's what happens. Sometimes you have dreams so good, they feel real.
Trying to make sense of everything that just transpired, I look over to my alarm clock. 9:03 a.m. I haven't felt this refreshed, nor slept in for this long in quite a while.
Refreshed.
After a few seconds of staring off into seemingly nothing, a small wave of panic hits me. Kilin will be here in about 3 hours.
Life's a simulation, Yuri. Monica.
And to get the house ready for his arrival.
But Yuri, you keep your house pretty clean for the most part. Though there's that popcorn you may or may not have left on the ground, but I don't think you did.
I told him I was going to do that yesterday, too. Being brought to life by the realization I just had, I get myself out of bed and make my way over to the bathroom to start my day.
11:30 a.m. Oh, I said 9. I was about to say 9:30. What's wrong with me? I've been awake for almost 2 hours now. Going to bed early really makes a difference. Oh, so you woke up at the same time, about the same time Yuri did? I haven't had this much beauty sleep in a long time. For once, it felt nice not to have my sleep interrupted by any weird dreams. So far I've had my shower, ate my 2 sausage biscuits for breakfast, and now I'm trying to figure out everything that I'll be bringing to Yuri's place today. And also what I'll be leaving home. It's 11:30. Yeah, well, actually it's 12:30. It'd be 11:30 for Lance. Man keeps talking about going to sleep early while I'm staying up to watch this. It's the duality of man, Wyatt. It's the duality of man. Man, I can't believe I'm really going through with this. Alright, so I've got my empty book bag just in case I need it, my bag from the craft store, and a chocolate bar that I bought for me and her to share. There we go. I'm sure that she would appreciate it. I'm sure she would appreciate it too. The excitement inside me is almost becoming overwhelming, knowing that I'll be spending a good chunk of the day with her, at her own house at that. Checking to make sure I have everything required, I step outside, lock the door, go on my journey to Yuri's house with a smile on my face. Sleepless gang. 10 minutes later. Insomniac gang in the building. We make it do what it do. Wait, does it seriously only take 10 minutes to get to the park? Huh. Was never thought about how long it takes. While I continue my journey to Yuri's house, my mind becomes preoccupied on tomorrow. The festival. Mainly everything that's gonna happen tomorrow. I know that we're supposed to be performing tomorrow, but that seems a bit scary. Aw, you scared. What if I end up embarrassing myself for the whole club? I don't think I'll be able to live with myself. Aw, cheer up, bucko. It's not gonna be that bad. No. Stop. Don't think like that. Nothing too terribly bad is gonna happen tomorrow. Famous last words. I'll just have to power through it, but I still don't know what to write for it. The anxiety in me builds up even more as I realize how much time I really have left before tomorrow, but it subsides after a moment or two of silence. Maybe I shouldn't worry about that right now. Hanging out with Yuri today is more important. Let's see how this turns out. Why, you subbed to my dead channel. Maybe being around her will give me an idea on what to write about. Oh, you can only hope. Nothing bad's gonna happen to her. Yuri was pregnant the next day. Well, she can't be pregnant if we didn't have sex with her. Man, I still can't believe I'm going through with this crazy idea. This better be worth it. After several more minutes of walking, I finally arrive at Yuri's house. A memory of a few days ago hits me, when I walked her here after school once. Happily setting my bags down next to her front door, I pull out my phone to check the time. 11:58 a.m. Alright, nice. Early it looks like. I hope she won't mind. Putting my phone away and knocking on her door 3 times, I stand still and wait for the door to open. A happy feeling inside me is starting to become erratic within this undetermined amount of time, just as the thought of being alone, of being able to spend time with her again. Who's the father? Well, Lance, that's a good question. If we're not the father, who is? I'm not entirely sure what me and her are going to be doing today. How's she going to react to everything? The chocolate bar. The stuffed elephant. What had this... what I have in store back at my... The door opens, which slightly catches me by surprise. Once fully open, she stands there, but in a white t-shirt and light blue shirt over top. Instead of her sweater I saw on the lake. I think I meant to say saw on at the lake, or saw at the lake. But here's a new outfit for Yuri, which just seems like a recoloring of the outfit that was in Fallen Angel. But still, this is a nice recoloring. Blue looks good on Yuri. I'm taken aback by how great it looks. How she looks.
Oh, hello, Kilin. I hope I didn't leave you waiting too long.
I literally just got here. He's like, No, I just got here. No worries. Hand goes to the back of my head out of nervousness as an awkward silence plays out between us.
I see you brought what I told you about.
I did. Her gentle smile never leaves. May I come in?
No, you stay out here. Thank you for bringing everything I wanted.
And she's closed the door.
Oh, of course.
Of course.
As she continues to hold the door open, I take a hold of my bags that were on the ground and enter her house. We in there, boys. We're finally at the house. Now the question is, how long is it going to be until we see her knife collection? As she closes the door and I take my shoes off, I take note of how the inside of her house, and can't help but be amazed at how clean everything is. Didn't she say something about being a neat freak the other day?
Kilin.
Huh? Oh, yes. She's standing in her kitchen. This confuses me, as I would have expected her to be heading towards her bedroom or living room, or something for us to work on the project.
How about we make some tea before we start making the decorations?
Damn, Yuri has a nice crib. She does have a nice crib, Lance. It's pretty swanky. Oh my god, yes! I don't even dare try hiding my happiness from her. That sounds great! She smiles warmly at me.
Very well then. Oh, let's get everything ready.
As Yuri starts to prepare our tea by taking a teapot, filling it with water, I take a seat on the couch in her living room. The smell of popcorn throws me off guard a bit, but it's nothing too bad. Some reference to the last time we were out here. Opening my backpack, I pull out the chocolate bar and look at it for a bit. I had originally planned on sharing this with her, but I have an even stupider idea. Chocolate bar in hand, I get it from the couch and walk over to the kitchen to see she's preparing the tea bags for when the water is all done. Placing the chocolate behind my back so she doesn't see, I quietly walk up to her until I'm in her vision. Once she looks over at me and make eye contact, she stops what she's doing yet doesn't say anything. Looks like
Looks like I have to get the ball rolling. Presenting the chocolate bar I've been hiding from her, I purposely try to make myself sound a little more cute than usual. Look what I found on the moon! She just stands there and stares at it for a moment, like she has no clue what to think of it. MC is looking to teabag Yuri. Hey, look, John G, we're gonna get there eventually. Not right now, John G, but put a pin in that thought. Hold on to that. I'm starting to wonder if this really was a good idea. After a moment, she takes it from my hand and inspects it.
Ooh. I didn't know they had my favorite brand there.
I'll admit, this is a different one from the one I brought at the vending machine the other day, but I had no clue whether she'd be dead serious or was playing along with me. She just starts tearing off the wrapper, breaks off a piece, and eats it. A small smile creeps onto her face.
She did have to bring me something. I appreciate it though.
Her words and her smile make me blush a bit. I thought me and you could share it. Hey, me and you. There. I think I've started to blush too.
Oh, how thoughtful of you.
My hands go behind my back. I suppose. No, this is nice.
Oh, the water's boiling.
Huh? A weird bubbling sound tears me away from her gaze as I look over to the stovetop. Huh, I guess she was right. The water is deep boiling. I take a big step away from her stove. You know what to do. Without saying a word, Yuri walks over to her stove and turns off the correct burner so the flame and water dies down. Hello, Big. After observing everything with my hands behind my back, I look back at her nervously, now feeling a bit guilty for getting in her way. Sorry if I got in the way just now. I'm going to sleep now. I'll watch the replay, answer any questions in the comments. Okay, Mrs. Zara, have a good night. She puts on a smile that makes me not worry so much.
No, you're fine. Thank you again.
I lightly nod at her. Of course.
Of course.
I then step away from her and out of the kitchen, so there's no possible way I'll be a bother to her. But something rather important comes to mind. Hey, you. Stopping myself from taking a look at what she's doing, it looks like she's still trying to prepare the tea for us. Something tells me if I were her, I wouldn't like it if my concentration were broken by someone trying to get my attention. I'll be considered and wait on the couch for her to be all done. Well, that's awfully nice of him. A minute passes and she's now pouring tea for both of us in glass cups. She went as far as to put both cups on a metal tray. Just the sight of her walking over to me with the tray in both hands. I don't know, something special about it. It's almost like how she was a few days ago in the club when she was preparing tea for everyone. She's now sitting across from me, setting the tray down at the coffee table we're at. Believe it or not, she went as far as to put the rest of the chocolate bar on the tray. This reminds me of a few days ago in the club when me and her were at her desk and she was explaining the whole adjective-adverb thing to me. This makes me feel really happy. Reaching over to my left to grab one of the cups, it looks like she had the same idea, as our hands bump into each other. This stuns the both of us for quite a bit, as I quickly retreat my hand away from hers out of nervousness. Drinking game idea. Take a shot every time someone says, of course, I play the sound effect. Really? Really? Why you gotta do me like that, man? This reminds me of his life. I don't know what that is, Big. All I know is that Mr. Zara seems to have a thing for run-on sentences. The room is silent as we seemingly both don't know what to do, but the silence is broken by Yuri, who looks a little apprehensive.
Go ahead.
Fred. Why aren't I moving at all? She told me to go. Oh, I think I know why. It's because I've been petrified. Ladies first. I'm a gentleman after all. Now, I had the joke about him getting reminded of everything. Oh, okay. A smile with a comparable dub style to mine shows up on her face as I keep my hands to myself. She grabs her cup, then I grab mine. There, no problems. We both take a sip at the same time. Oh, how cute. Tea. I love this warm feeling that comes from this. The taste is rather mild, which makes everything more pleasant. The smile on my face becomes a little more dumb than hers. Becomes a little dumber than hers at how this makes me feel. After a moment of bliss between the two of us, I remember what I wanted to bug her about in the first place. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Oh, I mean to ask, where are we going to make the decorations? In here, in your room? She seems to ponder that thought for a while, remaining silent all throughout the occasional tea between me and her.
Would my room be fine?
Yeah, I've got no problem with that. Getting to go to a girl's room. Ooh.
Very well then. I will be bringing the tea set into my room for this project will do.
Of course, makes a good dumb running gag that adds depth to the vid. I agree, Lance. Plus, who else in these mean DDLC streets is running up the of course? That's the signature of yours truly. If you see someone else doing it, you know they got it from me. I'm left speechless. What does she plan on doing with that? It'll be a surprise to me, that's for sure. A welcome one at that. She then gets up from where she's sitting, walks into her kitchen, grabs a teapot, several tea bags, and some newspaper. I'm left with even more questions as we're making our way towards Yuri's room. On the way there, her thermostat grabs my attention for whatever reason. It looks like it's showing 68 degrees Fahrenheit, or 20 degrees Celsius for those who don't understand freedom units. Yep, can confirm that she keeps her AC off. Is that a reference to Fallen Angel? I would hope so. It's October. Oh well. Upon entering her room, the first thing that catches my attention is the giant rolled up paper sitting in the corner of her room. Yuri, on the other hand, sets the tray on the floor, places 2 tea bags in each of our cups from earlier, pours hot water in them, and lays the newspaper so it covers most of the floor. I still have no clue what's going on.
There, that's settled. Let's get started.
It is after hearing that when I realize I'm still standing in the doorway. Why do we like Yuri? Say it in the chat. Well, Big, do you like Yuri? And if so, why do you like Yuri? Yeah, we probably should. Making sure to gently close her door as to not disturb anything, I then find a spot close to her bed and sit cross-legged on the floor. It would have been nice if her floor was carpet instead of linoleum, as my feet are now cold, but I'll live.
So, I have a few things planned we could assemble together.
Oh? What did you have in mind?
Decorations and some atmospheric enhancements for the room.
Okay, I kind of had an idea that we're going to be making stuff, considering what she may be buying all. But what else she said is throwing me for a loop. Easy. Posture, personality, or presentation. The 3 Ps. I raised an eyebrow at her out of curiosity. Well, personally, I really like Yuri for her soft nature, gentleness, politeness, sweetness, and her shyness. Gorgeous appearance, etc. Those are all very admirable things, Wyatt. I like how you listed them all. I like Yuri for who she is. You know, John G is very plain and simple. Well, why that last one?
Well, having candles lit in the room would create a unique atmosphere. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, she does have a point. Yeah, that's right.
Here, let me show you.
She gets up, grabs a candle she has on her nightstand, along with a lighter, and places on the floor between us. Silently observing her sitting down and lighting it, I try to make out what the name of the candle says. White Jasmine.
I knew it was Jasmine. I knew it was gonna be a Jasmine candle.
It takes a while, but her room starts to smell better. It goes almost hand in hand with the relaxing feeling from tea earlier.
There. Now imagine 3 or 4 of these in the classroom. Don't you think this will make our guests feel more at home?
I like her, she's nice, she's pretty, she's obsessed with atmosphere like me. Yuri's definitely not pointing a knifey gun at my head. That's a knifey gun? You mean a bayonet? I believe you're referring to a bayonet. It's already working. Definitely.
Now, Killing, another thing. What do you think of putting black paper over the windows with all 4 candles being lit at the same time?
The thought of that runs through my mind as I try to picture how the room would look, and, well, I'll be honest. Having a room nearly pitch black sounded scary at first. But since you mentioned candles being lit, it doesn't sound too bad. It's like owning a kitty dog. You mean cat dog? You mean cat dog? She looks confused. Or better yet, a gun that shoots knives.
Scary? What about that seems scary?
Just being in a room full of our classmates with it being pitch black. Who knows what could happen? Anything could happen. Close enough. To my surprise, Yuri gets close to me and places a hand on my shoulder. Her smile makes me feel more at ease.
Killing, there will be no need to worry. All of us will be here in case anything bad happened.
I don't know what to say back. Looking into her eyes interrupts every possible response that comes to mind. All I could do was smile back.
Also, Wyatt, I don't know if you know this, but I played through all of Tropical Rain on my channel a while ago. Not only that, but I played through Tropical Rain with the creators of Tropical Rain. I already bring that up because I remember you mentioned you were watching a Tropical Rain stream a while back.
After a while, her hands return to herself and her smile slowly fades away. What could she be thinking about?
Killing,
Oh, you saw. Okay, I didn't know if you were aware or not. I wanted to point that out. Oh, I guess it's time. Hmm? She looks away slightly before speaking.
did you watch the opera last night?
I nod. I did. What about you? It was quite recent, and I was so shocked and delighted to see the sign of the Easel New Blar map.
Yeah, I didn't notice that at the time, mostly because, I'm streaming, trying to read and engage everybody else. And I didn't get the chance to actually look at the map, but when I saw it, at first when you pointed it out, I was like, I think that's Isla Nublar from Jurassic Park. Then I looked it up and I was like, I was right. It was Isla Nublar from Jurassic Park. How about that?
She still isn't meeting my gaze.
I did, but how did it end?
Wait, you didn't watch the end of it? How come? She takes a moment to breathe in and out. Gotta be patient with her.
I fell asleep towards the end.
Oh, so you're just gonna lie to this man.
That's understandable.
As opposed to telling the alternative that you couldn't watch the end because you had to go feed the raccoon.
She fell asleep? Well, she didn't judge me at all when I fell asleep in the classroom 2 days ago. I shouldn't judge her. I understand. Yeah, Draco ended up winning the duel after all. The part where he was really concerned really got me nervous.
Rocket's very hungry.
You got that right, Nate. It's no wonder why I couldn't watch the rest of it when I was a kid. At one point in time while I was talking, I noticed Yuri's expression returned to a happy, more relaxed one. Did hearing that really make her that happy?
Well, that's a relief. I'm glad it ended that way.
I nod again. Me too. Something important comes to mind. Yuri?
Yes, Kilin.
Her tone of voice is as pleasant as it should be, but there are more important matters at hand. We haven't started making decorations yet.
You're right. We better get started.
She then gets up from the floor, walks to the corner of her room while I remain sitting. What's the first plan of action? She grabs a giant piece of paper from the corner along with some spools of ribbon and lays it down on the newspaper in front of us.
Well, we're going to be tasting this big piece of paper as it be used for the banner we're making. Despite Nesky bringing cupcakes, I want the banner to be one of the first things I'll get to see when I enter the room.
Oh my god, that's amazing! That's an amazing idea! But that doesn't explain the newspaper though. I end up pointing at it out of response, but to which she looks down.
Oh! It's so we don't make a huge mess on the floor.
I can feel a light bulb click on in my head. That's actually kind of clever. I like that. Yuri beams. The first thing they see. Isn't the first thing that most people see a door instead of a wall? This dude's very literal. He reminds me of Drax from the Guardians of the Galaxy. A door. The first thing they see. Yuri, what if we make a curtain for the door? In fact, we can make the curtain with ribbons and little kanji cards on them, so people can see the kanji as they go through the door curtain. Isn't that a great idea, Yuri? Looking over the spools of ribbon on the floor, the gears in my head start turning. An amazing idea comes to mind that I have to share with her. Hey, Yuri, I have a great idea, or a good idea rather, but I think it's great too. She looks at me curiously.
Oh, what is it?
The first thing people would see would be the door, right? Do we have any extra paper lying around here so we can make a door curtain? You know, like I said 5 seconds ago?
Friend, what does the door and paper have to do with each other?
I grab one of the spools of ribbons to help demonstrate my idea to her. Takes the paper, write some stuff on it, tape it to a ribbon, put the ribbon on top of a doorway, I guess, and there you go. First thing people see. Another silence plays out between us as Yuri seems to be deep in thought. I don't remember the last time I spoke like that in a while.
Friend, that just might work.
Even if it's as simple as, I start counting my fingers to think of how many letters welcome has. 7 ribbons will spell out welcome. I think that will catch people's attention.
Friend, I like that idea, but I think we should save that until we stain the banner paper first. It would take time to dry. It would take a while to dry, after all.
Knocking out 2 birds with 1 stone. I like it. Well, I can't argue with that. You have to show me how it's done. I've never seen this before.
Of course.
Of course.
That being said, she carefully hands me one of the teacups. Looking at it shows the water is a much darker color than I'm used to. This might not be safe to drink. Don't do it. Abby, it's just stronger tea. You could drink tea when it's stronger, my dude. Next, she positions the paper so it's perfectly in front of us. I just now started to realize the stilted way this guy speaks. Which it makes sense because he's supposed to have autism, right? So he's not going to speak like a typical human being. But it's just like, as you know, every sentence that goes is like a transition in thought.
It's like no sentence flows naturally from one to the other. It's like one sentence, stop, new thought, new sentence, stop, new thought.
Watch carefully, okay?
Right. She removes both tea bags from her cup, takes one in the hand, and presses it against the paper and brings it downwards, almost like she's holding a paintbrush. Handling a paintbrush. And sure enough, the area of the paper that was covered is now a different color. That looks much easier than I thought it would be. Hey, that doesn't look too hard. How'd you find out about this?
I overheard one of the old teachers talking about this, and, well, I couldn't help but eavesdrop.
Pretty sneaky, I suppose. Not bad. Should I start doing the same with my slide?
Yes, please. once we both get our sides done, we'll be able to flip the paper over and do the other side.
I happily nod at her.
Yes, ma'am. Not a problem. Following her example, I try my hand with my respective tea bag, and it's just as easy as she showed me. It shouldn't take long at all. And there we go. All done. Me and her finished our sides around the same time because of course you guys did. They seem to be doing everything at the same time. There's someone sick, they might as well be the same person. Yuri looks over to inspect my work.
Good work so far. I need to pick up on this quickly.
I mean, this wasn't really that hard. Either way, I can't help but think about how cute she's being. I must have been too distracted or something, as I didn't even notice how she flipped the paper around on us. You're me. She then dips her tea bag into her tea/paint and begins her work again. I should probably do the same. You could probably do Muri. Yeah. Muri. Or YC. YMCA. YMCA. After a moment or so of working, something else comes to mind. Hey, Yuri?
What is it?
This thing kind of reminds me of back when I was a kid. My mom would help with any art projects I had. She then gives me another warm smile.
Oh, that's sweet. Friend, but I hope this doesn't feel too childish.
Oh no, not at all. It just reminded me of happy times. Yuri stops painting for a moment, whereas I keep up on my side.
That makes me happy. I'm glad you were able to come over and help me with this. I probably would have been here all day if you haven't been able to.
The pleasure's all mine. Besides, it feels nice to help out a friend, even if it's just the simple things. Yuri resumes painting with her smile intact.
It certainly does.
Before I know it, I'm already finished what I assume is my half. There was an imaginary line drawn to equally divide this paper, so I can only guess. Sitting back to take a breather and inspect my work, it doesn't take long for Yuri to finish her respective side. All done, I'm guessing?
Yes, all finished.
She says that as she's taking care of the teacups and tea bags. So, what's next is the door paper idea I had.
Ah, yes, the door curtain.
Once she's done with taking care of her stuff, she looks over to her closet.
Hang on, I think I have some origami paper and a marker in here somewhere.
Sure thing. She gets up, starts rummaging in her closet. A part of me is surprised that she doesn't have this thing in her bag, and another part of me has to remember that she told me she's not a hoarder. I probably shouldn't be watching her, but my eyes land on her harp that's in her closet. I haven't thought of that in quite a while. Oh! Maybe I'll ask her if she can play something. Once she grabs the paper and the marker, she then walks towards her bed and grabs 2 knives from a display rack on the wall. Wait. What? How did I miss that? You were distracted by her elegance and grace. Her display rack shows 4 available spots, which now inhabit 2 really neat-looking knives, all of them looking like pocket knives. I can't help but look at how enticing they are. After a while, my attention is diverted to Yuri as she sits down and places everything on the floor. I didn't know you had all those knives. That's so cool. Yuri doesn't say anything about that. Instead, she nervously smiles.
This would be used to cut the ribbons to length.
Uh-huh.
Would you rather use a pair of scissors?
Nah, I'd be willing to try something new. Give me that sharp knife. I want to do some knife play. Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever held a pocket knife before. Dad never let me touch any of these when he and Mom were around. May I see one? She hesitates for a bit before speaking.
Oh, Okay, but please be careful.
Taking hold of the knife with her right index finger over the flipper, she pushes downwards, which results in the blade projecting upwards at lightning speed. Using her 4 fingers as a resting place, she carefully hands the knife over to me. Looks like she knows what she's doing. Whoa. How did you do that?
Oh, I can show you how that's done.
With her thumb on the inside lock and her finger over the false edge, she manages to bring the blade back inside. Taking hold of the knife shows it's no ordinary one. It's black with a purple outline, a purple dragon etched on both sides, and it's the size of my middle finger. That's actually pretty dope. She takes my right hand and shows me how to properly hold it for opening, which felt kind of nice.
Try pushing downwards now.
Doing as she says brings the blade up to life with a unique clicking sound. There's this weird feeling of power behind it. I can't help but stare at it. The blade itself is nothing special, just plain black with the words Dragon Strike painted on it. Taking a glance over to Yuri shows her intently looking me down, holding one of her knives. I end up quickly looking away, but I'm not sure how to feel about that. Carefully placing the knife on the ground, blade facing away from me, I reach over to grab some ribbon and some paper. I think it's about time. What do you plan on doing?
Well, let me go get one of my knives to hold for immersion. Here we go. Perfect. Alright, I am now fully immersed. I have holding one of my knives for immersion.
She seems to snap back into reality, compose herself, not trying to say there goes gravity.
I'm going to attach some ribbons to the bottom of our banner paper.
Oh, almost like Flair, right? She nods.
Yes, something like that.
Neat. I'll get started with my project. With that, Yuri grabs her own knife and ribbons, and we begin our respective jobs, with only silence that fills her room. Is it very silent so far? Come to think of it, there's been a distinct lack of music. As I say that, there's music now. Minutes pass, and I'm on the third to last piece of paper. I've got to admit, using a knife for this job instead of scissors is definitely different, but it's a nice challenge. Trying both to get the job done properly while trying to be careful. It makes you do some critical thinking, which I enjoy. Oftentimes, I would hear Yuri humming to herself. It honestly didn't bother me too much. I'm certain we all have things we do that keep ourselves sane. I hear that. I know I sometimes fidget my hands around or bob my head up and down while I'm walking. I think it's a weird sense in me that tells myself to do something or keep moving. Putting that aside, I've been so focused with what I'm doing that I haven't really seen what Yuri's up to. Hey, Yuri.
Yes, Kilin.
Looking around to see what she's doing, I become distracted by the knife she's using. Its handle features faux wood paneling, and the blade shimmers a bright gold. I'm almost seeing about 30 or so pieces of ribbon taped to the paper. That only partially answers my question. How's everything going on your end? It looks like reality smacked her in the face after asking her that, as she looks around herself, inspecting her own work.
Oh, I'm almost finished with taping the ribbons on the paper.
I probably didn't need to ask her, but hearing her confirm that is nice. Neat.
And yourself?
I also look down at what I've done. Just 2 more to go, then I'll be all done with this. Her smile returns.
That's great. Did you want to take a break once you and I finish up?
Well, I wasn't expecting that. Well, why wouldn't you? It's natural to take breaks after you work hard. Well, now that I think about it, we did get quite a bit done. I'm not opposed to that idea. Yeah, that doesn't sound bad. Besides, this doesn't take long at all. I don't really understand the fact of MC saying, I'm not opposed to that idea, and then he says, yeah, this doesn't sound bad. You might as well just keep one or the other. Because if you're gonna have the MC say, that doesn't sound bad, you don't need this. Just say, yeah, it doesn't sound bad. Because just saying it doesn't sound bad will already convey the thought that he believes it's not a bad idea. Besides, this shouldn't take long. This shouldn't take long at all.
Very well then.
About a minute or so after getting back into his passes, and something I thought of earlier makes its way into my head. Something I feel I should ask Yuri. I've only got one more to go, so I could work and talk at the same time. Watch him cut himself on a knife. Oh, another thing.
What's that?
I can feel nervousness already. I can't believe I'm asking her this. I was not too much to ask, but I haven't heard you play in a while.
Friend, play.
After drawing the letter E on both sides of the paper and quickly taping it to a ribbon, I get it from the floor and grab her harp from the closet to present to her. It's not as heavy as I thought it would be. Yeah. Yuri takes her harp from me. If that's alright with you. She seems to be lost in thought yet again. Yuri's the kind of person who, from what I've seen, likes to think before she speaks when given the chance. It only seems like the golden rule that I allowed that to happen. Plus, I kind of really like to hear her play again.
Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt anything. You're right though. It has been a while. Maybe something short.
I can't help but smile at as my nervousness and sigh is replaced by excitement. Anything is fine, really. Thanks, Yuri. Smiling once again, she starts getting ready to play while I walk over to her bed and make myself comfortable. It's a lot more comfy than I thought it would be. I hope she won't mind. She's playing. Sounds lovely. For once, everything feels okay. My mind isn't racing. I'm in the room of the girl I like the most, spending time with her. I don't think I could have asked for anything better. Laying down in her bed now, the comfiness, the relaxing feeling from tea, and how wonderful she sounds is taking its effect, all hitting me at once. Maybe I'll close my eyes. For a bit. It's break time, after all, right? I can feel myself slowly dozing just by silently yawning. Tomorrow's gonna be the best festival ever. So we're off into dreamland. Huh? What? Everything feels weird. What time is it? Where am I? This doesn't look like my room. Getting up and looking around shows. Who put this blanket on me? Fred. Oh yeah, Yuri's room. How long did I sleep for? Where'd Yuri go? Looking around shows no signs of her. My project and hers are left untouched, but finished. This is starting to make me feel uneasy. Well, see, it's simple. You fell asleep. Yuri finished everything for you. She thought you looked cute, so she wanted to take care of you, put the blanket over you, and then went to go do whatever Yuri's do. Her closet's still a mess. Her knife display is untouched. The one I used is still lying on the floor, but hers is. Where'd it go? I don't see it anywhere. My curiosity getting the better of me, I push the blanket aside, get up from her bed, and quietly leave her room. My nervousness increases with every step as I tiptoe down her stairs. As I get close to the living room, I hear something coming from downstairs. It's a consistent sound, like water coming out of a faucet or something. That must mean someone's here. Soundly approaching her living room, I'm able to pinpoint the sound I just heard. It is the water running. I bet it's coming from the kitchen. Hearing that clears up some things. What could she possibly be doing? And why is she taking her knife with her? Peeking into the kitchen shows her cleaning her knife from earlier. My voice quivers a bit while trying to get her attention. Yuri? She turns off the water, grabs a paper towel, and looks over to me.
Oh, hello, Kilin. I didn't expect you to wake up so soon.
Maybe I shouldn't be stretching right in front of her, but she's probably drying off her knife or something. Don't worry about it too much. What's going on? She walks over to a table with the tea tray from earlier. Also, this is a brand new background. This might be a dream. I don't think so. I think this is really happening. On it is a grilled cheese sandwich perfectly cut in half, 2 glasses of ice water, and her pocket knife from earlier, now retracted. My eyes are glued to everything as she sets the tray down.
I thought it would make a little something for us, much like when we were at school. I was originally going to bring it up to my room for us.
That explains everything. Dude, she made one of my favorites! Oh, you didn't have to do this. I take a seat facing towards her and smile warmly at her. Thanks again.
It's no problem.
Me and her happily enjoy our breakdown in silence, biting into our sandwiches at the same time. They keep doing the same thing. I keep telling you, they do the same thing at the same time. They're practically the same person. There's a familiar kick packed away in here that I know all too well. Pepperjack. This girl used one of my most favorite cheese for this. She's a keeper.
Oh, she knows him so well, dog.
Is this an updated version? Yes, John G, this is an updated version. The comfortable silence doesn't last for long, however. I mean, I don't know how long ago you played this, John G, but apparently Mr. Zero went out of his way to update, to make a couple changes to the Our Castle Walls download files. And I happen to get the latest version of them. The comfortable silence doesn't last for long, however, as Yuri speaks up again. Once again.
Hey, Kilin.
What is it? She looks apprehensive for whatever reason as she sets her sandwich down.
You don't think it's weird that I keep knives around?
I mean, everyone has knives in their house in one form or fashion.
Do you?
Oh, that's why. No, I don't think it's weird. It's definitely unique, but they can be really handy to have around, like to open letters, or to cut tags off of stuff, or you can sharpen pencils with, or you can pull Legos apart with them.
You can pull Legos apart with them. I feel like Zara is speaking from experience with that one.
God only knows I could have used that as a kid. My bad, I didn't mean to ramble. I think her worried look was going away while I was talking.
I'm glad you think that. I became interested in them a few months ago. There's just something so fascinating about them.
She then picks her sandwich back up. Understandably so. They can be pretty practical to keep on you at all times. I didn't know how cool they could be as well. I don't know why, but now I'm starting to wonder if she keeps one in her bag. She probably does. I wouldn't be surprised if she does. I wouldn't be surprised if she did.
Thank you for not judging me about this.
Yeah, I can't stay for long. I had to come by and say it was good, but boy. Well, amigo, thank you, my homie. It's always good to see you. Always good to see you, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. Just wanted to do a late night stream. I'm not expecting a lot of people to be here. More so expecting people to watch the replay of this, if anything. But if y'all gonna stay here with me live while doing this, then so be it. I appreciate it. Yuri, I wouldn't be very good to you if I were to do so. It'd be very unpog of me. Well, there was that was a thing I just said out loud. She quietly giggles to herself, then sits an elbow on the table, props her head on her hand, looks in my general direction.
Oh, you're too kind.
All I could do is smile and nod at her, maybe blush a little bit. It doesn't take long for sandwich time to be over, which makes me go, oh man, break time's over in my head. I keep my eyes directed on hers. So, what's gonna happen next? Yuri grabs a hold of the tray and brings it towards her.
All we have left to do is to write a quote on the banner.
Okay. What did you have in mind? She gives me her always cute smile.
Oh, you'll see.
I can't wait to see what she has in store. In mind? One of those two. Both work. She then gets up and walks towards her kitchen to take care of everything. Once she's done, she looks over at me again.
Qilin, could you please grab the paint and brushes?
I happily nod at her. Sure thing. Doing as she says by grabbing my stuff, she catches up to me, this time without the tray, but with her knife in hand. She then stabs me in the back and runs away. Once we're back in her room, she picks the knife I used and places them both on her display rack. Afterwards, I hand her one capsule of black paint and one brush, and we both take the seat. It is then that I realize that I have nothing to do, as Yuri said she'd be painting something on there. Come on. There's gotta be something I can do. As I'm sitting and thinking, I'm also observing Yuri painting. Just by looking at the first few letters, I'm noticing that this looks very similar to her handwriting when we were sharing poems. It's a little fancier than usual. Fancy. Hey, that's just my work. Oh, I know what I can do.
What did you have in mind?
She appears to still be focused on painting, but her tone of voice doesn't change at all. Well, you know how those gold frames that paintings go in, how they have really fancy designs etched into them? What if I were to try to paint something similar on the four corners of our banner? She stops painting once again and thinks to herself for a while.
Sure, I don't see why not. Just nothing too gaudy, okay?
Deal. I nod at her and she returns to whatever she was doing. Walking over to the side opposite of her, I prepare my paintbrush and paint and start working on one of the corners. And there we go. That's half of it done already. The paper definitely has a different feel to it, which took a little getting used to, but overall wasn't too bad. Keeping what Yuri said in mind, I decided to keep it simple and draw 2 diagonal lines and some stars at each corner. Trying to draw stars with a paintbrush is harder than I thought it would be, but I ended up getting it down eventually. Whew! Alright, halfway done. Yuri speaks up as I grab my stuff, walks over to the other side, and continues the task at hand.
Oh, Qilin, you said you're glad it's almost over. Was it wrong to assume that you were at least...
Ah! Time stops. The feeling of black paint all over my hand, her floor, paralyzes me and sends shivers down my body. There's no comfort anymore. Just a really bad, overwhelming, tingly, uncomfortable feeling, and also guilt. I want to shake my hand so desperately to get the paint off, but it'll cause it to fly everywhere in her room. And I can't help but clench my teeth and close my eyes in discomfort. It did end up making a mess. She's not going to be happy. This was a bad idea. I don't know what to do. I just want this to stop.
Qilin,
I look over to her out of desperation and barely manage to speak up. Help. Please. Once Yuri seems to realize what's going on, she gets up from her spot, grabs her bag, and pulls out a few tissues. She rushes over to me, takes my paint-covered hand in hers with the tissues, brings me up from the ground with my compliance, and takes me somewhat by force to her bathroom. No, it's the bathroom from Amor Fati. Once inside, she doesn't even bother closing the door. Instead, she turns on the faucet, which is set to hot water, removes the tissues from my hand, and brings it under the water. Watching the paint being washed away and the feeling of hot water is a little satisfying, makes me feel a little more at ease. But Yuri takes both of her hands and begins gently scrubbing mine, trying to get all the paint off. She even goes as far as to apply soap to mine and hers. Also, I like this rendition of, I believe it's All of Her Love, All of My Love. I like this slower rendition of it. Her sudden actions have taken me by shock. This feels different. It feels just like her hand was in mine 2 days ago. But this feels more pleasant. A helping hand. Hands, I dare say. Wait, you're streaming? I didn't get a Discord notification. Here's the thing about the Discord notification, is like, it doesn't happen until the stream's over, because I didn't even get a Discord notification myself. So, don't feel too bad. She looks over to me with a reassuring smile. At least I think it is. And gives me a towel to dry off. While my hand may be feeling better, and the bad tingling sensations have mostly gone away, I still feel guilty about getting paint on her floor.
There we go. Are you feeling any better now?
I can't bring myself to answer that. All that's on my mind is the mess I made, and also continuously scrubbing my already dry hands. I look towards the ground out of inferiority. I'm sorry about all this. I didn't mean to make your room a mess. Her smile is replaced with a concerned look as she places one hand on my shoulder and looks at me.
Qilin, please try not to worry about that. I'm not upset at all. We can clean it up together, if that'll make you feel better.
Well, the thought of that does make me feel a bit better, knowing I'd be doing my part to atone for my mishap. Okay, so I don't have to shine your shoes for forgiveness. No, you don't have to shine my shoes for forgiveness. Okay, I will like that. Her smile makes a return.
Then settle.
Oh, well, there was more to that, apparently.
Let's take care of this.
Towel in both mine and her hand, we make our way back to her bedroom. After our attempt to clean up the paint on the floor, we each resume our respective painting. Cleaning up wasn't so bad. I feel really lucky that her floor wasn't stained as a result. I thought it was carpet for a reason, but yeah, that's right, her floor is linoleum. So, good thing her floor is linoleum, because I'm sure if it was carpet, you would just have a big black stain on the carpet. I would have felt really bad had that happened. After only drawing 2 diagonal lines in the banner, I can't help but look over to see what Yuri's painting. The Literature Club. Isn't that kind of basic? I hope she has something else in mind. Oh well. After deciding to get back to work, it doesn't take long for something else to come to mind. Yet again. Hey. Thanks for your help earlier. I'm feeling better, by the way. She looks over to me and smiles, for I've lost track of how many times today.
It's no problem. Besides, you said it best. It feels nice to help a friend out. So, it only felt right.
A linoleum bedroom floor. Did the contractors get drunk and think this is the bathroom? I don't know, Tag. I don't know. Ask Mr. Zero why he decided to put linoleum in Yuri's bedroom instead of carpet, or even hardwood floors. And actually, Mr. Zero's gonna be watching the replay anyway, so I'm sure he'll answer this question when he gets to this part. An hour in. I can't help but smile at how cute she's being. Oh, you. There's an accomplishing feeling to it that I really enjoy. It makes me feel important.
I can say the same. Someone told me recently to trust my instincts on whether something feels right or wrong. So I guess they played hand in hand with a little bit ago.
It can't be a coincidence that she said that. Also, how are we both able to work and talk at the same time is beyond me. Oh, I remember, because Monica said that to Yuri, to trust her instincts about whether or not she wants to take things further with MC. Dude, you know how many times you slip on that floor? You gotta put duct tape on your feet. Again,
take that up with Mr. Zara. Maybe Mr. Zara has linoleum bedroom floors. Who knows?
I certainly don't. Well, I don't know what I would have done without you. How funny would it be if it were super glue instead, and I were stuck there forever or something? I can't help but laugh to myself for my own stupid humor, but Yuri isn't laughing. She's giving me that weird look she's giving me that weird look for when I was holding her knife earlier, but it goes away after a while.
Friend, you're so weird, Killian.
I confidently nod at her. That's me! I'm weird as weird can be.
Keep Doki Doki weird.
She giggles once again, but we both resume putting our finishing touches on the banner. Ah, that ought to do it. I say as I finish drawing the last star that I deem necessary. Yuri, on the other hand, looks to be almost done. Yes, if Flora and Maud ruined my night, I'm going to angrily complain about it in my head. While I'm waiting for her to finish up, I take a step back and look at the banner wall as a whole, and, I gotta admit, de-staining the paper was a pretty good idea. It almost looks like one of those stereotypical treasure maps that are shown on pirate movies.
Finished.
Good. Now I can see the rest of what she wrote. A place to read, a place to write, a place to belong. The Literature Club. Not bad. That turned out pretty well.
I concur.
I'm drunk AF right now. Not actually, I just have one beer. Are you role-playing right that you had a beer, or did you actually have a beer? Should I take care of her now? I start leaning toward the banner out of instinct.
No, don't!
Her sudden change in tone somehow managed to stop me in my tracks. I actually had a beer. Wow.
How was that? Did you like it?
The paint needs to dry first before anything. We should leave the banner here overnight.
I then take a step away from our banner as if not to disturb it. Yeah, first one in a while. Huh. Not bad. I have to have beer occasionally myself. Last time I had beer was probably about a month ago when I went out with some people from class. Tag had a root beer. I just wanted to share. Well, root beer's good too, so I hope you enjoyed it. Fair enough. Does that mean you'll be bringing it to school tomorrow?
It only makes sense if I do. What about your door curtain?
Oh yeah, those. Looking down to see my project from earlier still on the ground, I'm surprised I didn't step on it and ruin anything. I could put that in my backpack and bring it with me tomorrow. Just flattered in Natsuki.
Oh shit!
Hey yo, tag with the body bags.
Natsuki's isn't even here and you're trying to put Natsuki in a body bag. Damn.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
I'm pretty sure I could fit this in my bag if we needed to.
I mean, we very well could, but I want to do my part to help out. Pink Month, send me the Discord link. I don't know when Pink Season's gonna be. Well, I shouldn't call it Pink Season because there's already something else called Pink Season. We'll call it Suki Season. I don't know when Suki Season's gonna be out. We'll see. I insist. Please let me bring them to school tomorrow.
Well, suit yourself.
It looks like we're all finished and there's nothing more for us to do. What do we do now?
Come on, I'll walk you outside.
Back in her living room, after getting all of my stuff together, she stops just short of her front door.
Oh, Kilin, that reminds me. Would you like to stay for dinner tonight?
Oh man, this sounds like a great idea. If it's anything like what she brings into school, then it'll be great. Now that I think about it, I still haven't wrote anything for tomorrow. That seems a little more important. I'm sorry. As much as I'd like to, I don't think I'd be able to. I still haven't wrote for tomorrow. She now looks just as disappointed as I am.
Oh, that's a shame. But you're right, though. I, too, haven't written for tomorrow.
Yikes.
How about you both help each other out and write together?
I'm certain there'll be a day where we can.
I suppose.
She opens her front door.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Right. Tomorrow. Wait! This isn't according to plan! I'm stuck in a place of remembering what I ultimately want to accomplish today. Man, I can't believe I'm going through with this. I turn around so that I'm facing her. Yuri?
What is it?
I think I could feel my heart beating a little faster. Could you please walk home with me? It's really important. She stands there for a bit, lost in thought for Lord knows how long.
Is it really that important?
All I could do is nod at her. My emotions slowly starting to go rampage leaves me unable to speak.
Well, I suppose I could spend a little more time with you today.
I suppose so.
I'll trust your judgment.
I can't tell whether she's teasing me or not, but that's not what matters right now. I step outside her house with her following me.
Lead the way, please.
Nodding once again as my feelings are consistently inconsistent, we begin the journey to my house. 15 minutes later. Alright. That felt like one of the longest walks I've ever had in my life. While the walk may have been silent between me and her, my mind was racing the entire time. It felt a little bit tiring, to be honest. But we made it, and I am both ready and not ready for what's about to happen. I still can't believe Sari talked me into this.
It'll be worth your while, man. Trust me. Okay, lads. I hope y'all are ready. We're about to do the big confession.
At my door, while I'm unlocking and opening it, Yuri speaks up.
So, what's so important that need to be brought here?
Oh, I also know what's gonna happen. We're gonna get the CG of them hugging.
I turn around to face her once again. It's becoming more difficult for my thoughts to be put into words. Please, just wait here real quick. Plot twist, he comes out as gay. Well, if he does, that's gonna make the rest of this mod pretty awkward. I'll be right back. With that, I quickly turn around and rush up to my room. Not long after, I return to where she is, bag in hand. I can't tell if I'm shaking or trembling over the fact that this is actually happening. She looks at me inquisitively. I got you something. I got you something that I think you might like from when I was gone yesterday. From the bag, I nervously pull out a stuffed toy elephant and present it to her. Her eyes light up as she lightly gasps at what she sees. Gently taking it from me, she stares at it for a second and uses her right thumb to feel its texture. A genuine smile shows up as she closes her eyes and holds it close to her chest and neck. I can't help but smile at how happy she is now.
Thank you, Kilin. I love it.
I can't move, as I feel stuck in this dreamlike stance. All I could do was nervously laugh at her. I thought you would like it. I remember you said you really like elephants, so
How do I ask the big question, though? It's time you look inward, Prince Zuko, and ask yourself the big questions.
The elephant is also very happy as well. Got to feel up Yuri's spherical miracle. Shout out to Ayat.
You're very thoughtful, Kilin.
Yuri takes a step closer, grabs a hold of my hand and briefly grasps it.
I kinda like that about you.
I really like that about you, close enough. But you know I was right.
I saw it coming. I could see the future.
I'm really feeling it.
Time stops. My heartbeat increases. Life feels surreal. All these feelings I had back when I went to the lake by myself. I think they're starting to make more sense. It's all starting to come to me now. Yuri. Oh, Yuri. There's so much I like about you. She seems slightly taken aback as our fingers mesh into perfect harmony and my eyes meet hers. I'm really happy with how close me and you have become ever since we first met. What I said 2 days ago about you being the most wonderful and beautiful person I've ever met, it still holds true to this day. I just feel honored to know a girl like you. She doesn't seem to react. My grip on her slowly becomes tighter. I can't stop now.
Hey, Cruz. He's bricked up. MC's hella bricked up right now, bro.
I really like being around you, talking to you, everything we do in the club. It all makes me really happy, and I don't want it to stop here. So, I take a second to try my hardest to think of what I want to say. I was wondering if I could be not only your date to the festival,
But your date to everything hereafter.
but if I
Could be your boyfriend. Could be your prince.
If I could be your princess, this guy. Oh my lord. She stays silent for a while, and ends up laughing to herself.
But why?
Kilin, I thought I was the girl here.
It takes a while for me to realize what exactly I said. Both of us laugh from a mishap for a bit. Until Yuri starts out of laughter, covers her face with both her hands.
Oh, she started. She started.
It's crazy. Oh? I thought I was the girl here. Wait, I mean, shit. Another laughing fit ensues. Catching our breath takes a while, but when we calm down, both us and time stop yet again. Yuri walks up to me, wraps her arms around me, and speaks gently in my ear.
I do.
There we go. This is a CG for the display screen.
Also, Mr. Zero, when you watch this, I have a question. Did Black Rabbit also do this CG? I'm asking out of curiosity. All I could do was tightly hug her back and bury my head into her shoulder in response to her voice ringing through my whole body. A familiar yet welcoming lavender scent makes itself known upon embrace. Being in the arms of a purple princess feels absolutely surreal. I can't help but feel a spike of excitement after realizing how everything turned out. This is the best feeling in the world. Just knowing that she's mine and I'm hers now makes me never want this moment to end. Life can only go up from here. I start gripping her back a little harder and breathing more slowly, as if to stay in this moment forever. MC looks like a girl. I still stand by that. Well, I think it's the long hair and the soft jaw. This mod has been absolutely adorable up to this point. I know she's gonna be bad. I have that feeling. Well, I don't know, Tag. I don't think it's gonna be that bad, honestly, but I guess we'll see. Only one way to find out. Let's keep playing. Our embrace comes to an end as we both look at each other, and I take a hold of her hand this time, still blushing. Tomorrow's gonna be the best festival ever.
Mm-hmm. But we still have to write for it.
Yeah, you're right. How about you come inside, and we write together? And then we can have dinner, and then I'm walking home.
I should probably head home now.
Okay.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Go already.
Bitch, this is my place. You first.
I want to watch you until you're safely inside, okay?
My blush increases.
He's like, I'm waiting until you come inside, okay? Please. I want to be polite.
Okay then. Walking over to my door, I stop myself after opening it slightly, take a deep breath, and turn around to face Yuri. Thanks again for having me, Yuri. Just fucking kiss. No, my nigga, no. That's gonna happen later. They're gonna kiss later. And now just trust the process. I turn around, enter, and close the door, all in less than a second.
Thank you, my darling.
Aww. Later that night. Is this from Yuri's perspective or MC's perspective? MC's perspective. Oh, jeez. My head hurts a lot after all that writing. We finally got a poem for tomorrow done. And now I have to send it to Monica so she can put it in the pamphlets. I have a feeling that everyone will like it. Especially Yuri. We got tiers, big. We gotta go one by one. This isn't you and me. I like the window too. At one point in time, she had texted me telling me thanks for everything about today. To which I replied basically the same thing. Laying my head down on my desk now, I relax for a bit and think about everything that happened today. The idea of writing to my parents, let them know what's been going on comes to mind. And that doesn't really sound that bad. Maybe I'll get around to that before bedtime. What? Huh? Oh, just my phone again. You would think you had gotten used to that by now. Oh well. Quickly grabbing and flipping over my phone shows a text from Monica? What could she want?
Hey, Kellen, I'm almost done making the pamphlets for the festival tomorrow. Can you send me the final draft of your poem for tomorrow so I can finish my job?
Monica's making me really confused. Better text her back, I guess. Wait, so you want me to text you my entire poem? Sent. While waiting for a response, I pull out another piece of paper. I'm not used to it. Fucking drop my phone. Fair enough. But the moment I put my pencil on the paper... Huh? Oh, that was fast.
Yeah, that'd be great. Text me your entire fucking poem. It better not be pages long.
Oh boy. Here goes nothing. Three minutes pass and it's all sent over. My hands are tired. Why? Because my pet literally ate a piece of my sandwich. Oh. Ripping pasta big. You should keep your food away from your pets. Ha! I didn't jump that time, Mon. I learned. I's evolving. Flip phones are so weird when it comes to texting. I ended up having to send her X different messages due to the 160 character limit. After a while, she ends up texting me back. Oh boy. Does she know already? Probably not, but eventually she will. Disregarding my phone for now, grabbing my pencil, there's more important matters at hand. I can't wait to tell my parents about my new girlfriend.
Damn, so you just like... Okay, so it's been confirmed that they're now boyfriend-girlfriend.
How about that? It only took us...
I don't even remember what chapter this is. I think this is chapter 7?
It only takes about 7 chapters to get here. Girlfriend. My IQ grows a little by each day. One day I'll be able to complete this shape puzzle. That word just sounds and feels so much more pleasant now, knowing who I'm associating it with. I can't help but put on a dumb smile as I begin writing to my parents.
So I guess it just goes to show, if you're a guy, you say you want to be best friends with the girls, ultimately just a stepping stone to be the boyfriend. That's to be best friend is a transitory step to boyfriend.
Dear Mom and Dad,
Let me tell you what I've been up to. Oh, this is chapter 7.
the festival.
Okay, so we were on chapter 6. But yeah, I was right. It takes about 7 chapters to get a girlfriend.
Monday, October 11th, 7 a.m. But when a girl says it, it's better to just piss off. Mission failed type shit.
Oh, you know what? You do bring up a good point.
What? Slowly rising from bed, rubbing the sleep out of my eyes, and trying to adjust my eyesight to everything, I can't help but already feel that something is off. No, not that. Missing. Squinting, my alarm clock shows 7:01. I forgot to set my alarm. Not on festival day. Being brought to life in a panic fashion, I quickly hop out of bed and practically jog to my bathroom to take a quick bath. Once that's all done, and also getting dressed as fast as I can, I rush downstairs and quickly get one bowl of cereal ready. Boy rejects the girl. Kill all men who likes you. Kill all men who likes you. You should go to hell.
Yo, Big, you bring up...
Speaking nothing but facts, man. Speaking nothing but facts. The world turned white. That's what's off. The white balance in this room is all out of whack. Yes, that's right. 1. Not in too much of a hurry. I don't really want to be any later than I will be. By eating as fast as I am, I'll probably get the hiccups later on today. But that's an acceptable loss, I guess. Someone starts knocking on the door as soon as I place my bowl in the sink to take care of for later.
Who's that knocking at my door?
What? This early? Who could that be? Probably Yuri. Yep, called it. Grab my backpack from my couch and open my front door. It's Yuri? Nani? She has the banner we made all rolled up with her. As we stare at each other for a bit, I'm at a loss for words.
Hi, Killing.
Not gonna lie, I wasn't expecting this. Yuri? I scratched my head out of confusion. Good morning? She giggles a little bit before speaking up.
And you too.
I can't help but smile. I also feel a bit surprised at how upbeat she's acting. One of them gets girls. There's not either of them, so nothing different, I guess. Stop spoiling the mod. I swear you wrote all of these.
See, that's the thing I have for you all. Every mod that I play, I actually wrote all of them.
This is a very elaborate thing I've been doing. I've been playing my own stuff this entire time. Is she a morning person or something? What's going on?
Well, I was hoping that we could walk to school together. Now that we're...
You know, an item. I think I get where she's getting at. With a smile on my face, I step out the door and take her hand in mine before she can finish her sentence. Have a wonderful day. I would like that. The sight and feeling of this moment is picture perfect. Her smile becomes more genuine, and her hand feels as gentle as I remember. Without another word, we both set off to school. A hand holding in our Christian mod? Oh, sir. My concern for being late has gone down, all thanks to her. So lads, let's see how the festival's going to go with our new girly friend. It's as nice out as I would like it to be. It's partly sunny, and while the breeze is very light, it's not too chilly outside. Today is going to be a very interesting day. It'll still be a full day with a lunch period, but every club in school gets their chance throughout the day to prepare whatever is needed for the festival afterwards. Has the festival ever gone right in any mod?
It did in Tropical Rain.
I believe it also did in A Brand New Day. I think it does. No, it doesn't in Relapse. There are a few mods where festivals do go right. I can't think of that many off the top of my head. Maybe someone else could think of some more. The only ones I can think of are A Brand New Day and Tropical Rain. Except for our club, which has to set up the event right after the last period. The school grounds looks a bit different today. Does it? It looks the same old school grounds to me. The courtyard's covered all sorts of flowers that weren't there before. Red salvia, yellow lilies, green carnations, blue hibiscus, and purple hydrangeas. Purple hydrangea make for a pleasant sight and smell. But doesn't take away this irrational fear that I've felt nearly the whole walk here. Mainly about if one of our club members sees me and Yuri like this. I mean, it's nothing to be ashamed of, right? I was about to say what if Wallace shows up, but Wallace isn't going to be at the festival, so we don't have to worry about that. Maybe I'm just unsure of what their reactions will be. I'm sure Natsuki asked some choice words, but they'll all find out eventually. May as well just accept it. Doki Doki, choose your girl. Please kill yourself with a knife. Snap your neck. Code a game. That's the name. Sick bars, big. Sick bars. As me and Yuri come closer and closer to the students approaching the school, her hand carefully breaks away from mine and both of ours go back to ourselves. It's like she read my mind or something. I look over to her, give her a genuine smile as if to say, don't worry, I understand why. Careful looking around shows none of our club members in sight. I guess we got lucky. I mean, what's the worst they'll say? Ooh. I don't know. Natsuki would probably like tease him a little bit, but then Yuri would be like, stop it or else I'll have to cut a bitch. Stepping aside the school and making our way to my locker, a few students look at me and Yuri walking together for a little bit for whatever reason. Surprisingly enough, it's not bothering me too much. Maybe it's to be expected or something. Oh, I know something they could say tag. Wako would be like, okay, this is really too fast. You met this dude like a week ago and now you're dating him? Like, come on, Yuri. Come on, Yuri, you're being a little too easy here. That's something they could say. Once we're in my locker and I'm all ready for the day, Yuri speaks up again.
Kilin, remember what I said about lunchtime a few days ago?
Yuri's 100% okay with shanking some bitches. You know what? That's absolutely true, Jack. And I almost take some searching back at my memory banks, but I think I got it. Yeah, you said just leave everything of mine in the classroom, right? Her warm smile never leaves.
Yes, you remember. I'll be here around that time, okay?
I happily nod to her. Natsuki was MC's GF in a week as well. So was Sayori. What mod are you talking about, Big? None of that happened in this mod. I'll see you then. Departing from each other to go our separate ways, I can't help but think about how different today's gonna be. "3 p.m. Oh, it's already the end of the day." And I was most definitely right. There was a weird anticipation, excitement, whatever the word is, for today going on in my head that made focusing on classes borderline impossible. Oh, I was making a joke about mods that go too quickly. Fair enough. Big is here right now. Please get a message after the beep. Beep. Luckily, the teachers were pretty chill today, and barely any assignments were handed out. Lunchtime with Yuri today was a success. She got things really simple with the PB&J and apples for us. It's probably because there will be food stalls for us when we get to enjoy the festival together. As I'm leaving my math class and making my way towards the club room, the excitement about today has become more intense. Like it's running through my entire body or something. Approaching entering the club room shows the actual usual scene. But it's a little bit different due to what today is. Natsuki is at a desk near the closet with a huge tray of cupcakes. Yuri is over by the chalkboard with a rolled up banner. Sayori is messing around with something. I'm not sure what, because Monica is currently obstructing my vision.
Hi, Kilin. Nice you can make it.
Well, of course I can make it. This is my club, Monica. Her silliness makes me smile. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Good. How are you feeling about today?
I can feel my smile slowly going away. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit nervous about how everything's gonna turn out.
Hey, don't worry about it, bud. Everything's gonna be just fine. And don't forget we'll be here in case something happens. Didn't Yuri say something like that yesterday?
Because they all feel that way. They're all gonna be here. You know, for you. Yesterday. Oh, hey. How did visiting Sayori's place go yesterday? Monica's expression immediately changes to one of unamusement.
Oh, dear lord. I am never going to that girl's house again.
What? I thought Sarah was supposed to be the cool cat around here. Oops. Maybe I shouldn't have said that out loud. Click your alphabet shows nobody noticed, much to my relief. Also, Bud. Hey, Bud. Damn it, I hate it when hot girls obstruct my view. Also, don't you love it when hot girls call you Bud?
Now she saw my snacks I brought for myself. That girl's stomach is endless, I swear.
That's not very nice.
And she goes dancing around our house when we're watching the opera. It almost breaks my printer. Like, for real. Who dances to an opera?
That sounds exactly like something Sayori would do. Now that I think about it, I don't think I really saw what she's doing. Taking a moment to direct my vision towards her, she's... Hey, Monica, what's she doing? Monica looks up at what Sayori's doing as well.
She's just placing the pamphlets down for our guests to read today.
Neat. I think I'll go look at one. Real quick. say something. Oh yeah, beep. Leave a message for me because I'm big, hot, and yeah. Well, big. Come on back. That's my message. That desk is massive. Does Shaq go here?
No, it's just a close-up shot.
I'm not even taking 2 steps away from Monica. She manages to grab onto my arm and stop me in place.
Just don't you spoil yourself with everyone's poems for today if you want to check them out.
Now if she mentions that, I think I'd rather those be a surprise for me. Now so I give her a nod out of acknowledgement. Alright, thanks for telling me. Her smile makes a return.
No problem.
She's now giving me that one, whatever it's supposed to be, look. Doki Doki Shack Club, where all the girls are just like 8 feet tall. Hello, I'm back. Just got dose of extra music for you. Oh, is that right, Lance? Oh.
And it looks like you messaged me. Or did you?
Oh no, you didn't message me. You messaged the group. Oh, but okay. Alright, Lance. Good stuff. I'm back. Also, if you had the worst question ever, you could ask about anything like Nintendo secret stuff, but you wasted it on me. Oh, well. I don't know how much you know about Nintendo.
I'm sure certain someone here could really use your help right about now.
Oh, I bet she's talking about Natsuki. Check out the chalkboard once again. I could only guess that Yuri has lost the thought over something. The thought of getting to help her out with decorating the room is pretty exciting. Right. I'll see you around. Without even acknowledging what kind of face Monika's giving me, I walk over to Yuri to see what she's up to. This weird nervousness to talk to her that I felt on my second day of the club is showing up, probably due to the fact that she's my girlfriend now. Whatever, I'll tell you that Mario's getting upgraded and stupid stuff. That doesn't sound like stupid stuff to me. Also, upgrade what? Upgraded power-ups, upgraded outfit? Can't be vague about this shit. I guess viewing her this way and having it be real is a bit surreal. Hey, everything okay over here? She looks over to me and gingerly smiles.
Hello, Killing. All is well. I was just picturing how the banner would look across the board.
Huh. Now I'm kinda curious. Looking over to the chalkboard and then over to the banner. It looks like it'll be just long enough to cover the width of the chalkboard. Huh?
Shall we get started on decorating the room?
I really want to take her hand and show how happy I am to get this done. But the others might call us out on it, so all I could do is smile at her. Sounds great. What should we do first? Brandishing her ever so lovely smile, she reaches into her bag and pulls out 4 candles of the same kind, 2 kinds of tape, a lighter, some black paper, and sets everything on the closest desk.
Did you remember to bring the door curtain?
I sure did. I proceed to take all 7 parts of my door curtain out from my backpack to show her.
Excellent. Please place it on this desk and take one of the rolls of tape. The first thing we'll do is to set up the banner properly.
I happily nod. Good idea.
Next, have you set up your door curtain while I take care of the candles in the corners of the room.
It looks like a banner above a chalkboard. Duh. See, this club will fall apart without me. It's gonna be a big thing, however, Big is scrapped. I'll have word for if I have any. I appreciate that, Big. Thank you for keeping me posted.
I remember what you said about the room, how the room looks scary without any kind of lighting, so I thought it'd be best if this was done before covering the windows with the black paper.
She remembered that. This girl's amazing. Now I'm the one that's blushing. Or no, I'm the one who's blushing. I make sure my eyes meet hers now. Thank you, Yuri. It was very sweet of you. She looks away and blushes for the more times than I can count time, and giggles to herself. With that, we both grab a chair and bring them towards the chalkboard. Carefully grabbing one of the corners of the banner, we bring it up together and mess around with trying to tape it to the chalkboard. The paper's texture throws me off a little bit, but it's nothing I can't get used to. At least the tape still sticks to it. As soon as I make sure my upper half is all secure and not going anywhere, I decide to look beside myself since I'm higher up so I can get a good view of what's going on. Natsuki's preparing the cupcakes at one of the desks. Sarah's making sure everything looks right. Monika's supervising everything. I can't help but quietly laugh to myself for thinking that the club president and me are overlooking everything, as if she's unknowingly sharing her power or something. Seems like a kind of a cheeky reference to base DDLC.
Killing, all finished up.
Alright, good night, Lance. Also, I'm gonna check out that track you put after I'm done here.
What?
Yuri raised my chair and snapped me back into reality. Up there goes gravity, up there goes gravity. Choke me so bad, but he do. Also makes me lose my balance. Sliding both arms forward trying to gain my balance barely does anything as I feel myself falling backwards. Closing my eyes and feeling the embarrassment of everything already hit me, something firm takes a hold of my back and prevents me from falling any further. Embarrassment is replaced by confusion, and then my fight or flight response kicks in as I manage to grab a hold of the edge of the chalkboard to bring myself upright. Taking a deep breath and looking around shows Yuri by my side. Was it her that did that? Yuri used her telekinesis that she gained in Cliché Club to save us. Stepping down from the chair, I look at her with a somewhat guilty look. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. That's when, by my surprise, she walks up to me and puts a hand on my shoulder.
It's okay. I've got your back. But do try to be more careful next time.
Even when she's looking out for me like this, it makes me smile pretty much every time. Understood. Let me go take care of the bottom of my side, and I'll be all done.
Of course.
Of course.
And there we go. Wait, Natsuki both could be the rise of the Baka. I think Yuri doesn't do that thing. What thing, Waspic? Oh, the rise of the Baka. You know what, Big? That's a good tagline for Natsuki month. Oh wow, look at the club room. I like this. After taping the last piece of black paper to the wall, the room has an interesting atmosphere to it. One that's not as intimidating as I thought it would be yesterday. The Baka strikes back. After me and Yuri had finished with the banner, she prepared the candles all around the room, and I took the liberty of setting up my door curtain. Afterwards, we taped black paper all to the windows in the room that didn't have any curtains. After taking a moment to reflect on everything and taking the atmosphere, I take a look around the room to see Yuri's on her last piece of paper. It may not be the best idea to disrupt her while she's working, so I just have to head over there for now. As soon as I walk over and approach where she is, she takes a step back and expects her work, seemingly satisfied. You're right, Yuri. This doesn't look scary at all. This was such a good idea.
I'll agree.
Monika's sudden appearance catches me and Yuri off guard.
The room does look pretty good, and the banner is impressive as well. Good job, you two.
Oh, thank you, Monika. Thank you, Monika. I can't help but blush over the fact that we said that in unison.
Sorry, Natsuki, are we just not done?
Sayuri shows her excitement, whereas Natsuki looks rather content.
All done.
All the desks in the room each have a pamphlet laid out on them, albeit sloppily placed, just like Sayori.
I'm done too. Just waiting for the compliments now.
You know, I would expect something like that from her.
None. Okay, everyone. We don't have much time left before people start showing up. Hurry up and grab a cupcake while we still have time. Wait, Monica? Now is a part of the cupcakes.
Everyone's like, okay. Monica's like, okay, grab a cupcake while we still have time. Monica's like, wait, Natsuki's like, wait, what the fuck? Sari jumps in the joint and rushes over to stick her toy store kid hands on the cupcake tray. Surprisingly enough, her voice wasn't as ear-piercing as Natsuki's. They just throw Natsuki out the window after that comment. They're like, here's her compliment, Natsuki. Chucks her out the window.
Shall we?
Shifting my gaze over to Yuri shows her looking at me inquisitively. I don't think I've ever had Natsuki's cupcakes before. I wanted to give one a shot. Sure, but only one though. I probably didn't need to say that last part, but oh well. The both of us head over to where the cupcakes are. They look like your standard vanilla cupcakes, but the frosting on them is a really cool tie-dye design. Not to digress, but this reminds me back when I was a kid. Whenever I was given the choice of what flavor of certain stuff I wanted, I always chose what looked the most outrageous, as I thought it would be something super special about it. But now that I'm a bit older, it's not hard to appreciate more simple stuff like classic vanilla or chocolate or whatnot. Taking a cupcake and tearing off the wrapper, I take a big bite and it doesn't taste. Oh god, no, make it stop! My eyes immediately bowl upwards. While the cupcake itself is fine, it tastes good. The frosting's texture is absolutely awful. Way too grainy as it contains normal sugar instead of confectioner's sugar. Amada Natsuki isn't the world-class baker that she's been held up to be? Be still, my heart. I feel betrayed, Mr. Zera. Natsuki messed up her baking. That's like 1/3 of her whole character. If Natsuki can't get baking right, then what is she? It feels like every particle is an assault on my tongue. Just like yesterday with the paint, everything feels uncomfortable. I don't dare chew anymore. I could engineer his garbage and spit it out, but that would probably make Natsuki upset, and I wouldn't hear the end of it from her.
Kilin, is everything okay?
Natsuki is my OG favorite, mainly because I started out with a month of Natsuki. Also, if you have a therapist, please send me the number. Also, Natsuki, how dare you screw up, you son of a female dog. Well, no, the correct expression would be you daughter of a bastard. I got it! I quickly covered my hand over my mouth before speaking. I have to use the bathroom! They could have right next to the door. Now she's just a bitchy ankle biter. Rushing out of the club into the hallway, I tried my absolute best to look and act normal from the mass of students in the hallway. Well, I make my way to the nearest restroom, to the closest restroom. Okay, that's finally done. Thank goodness that's over. I know it wasn't nearly as bad as what happened yesterday, but I was able to take care of this all by myself. But still, I didn't expect that to happen today. I left the restroom a while ago, as I am now outside the club room, sitting against the wall of the hallway, taking a breather. This moment of peace is something I need to calm myself down before we all perform in front of everyone. After a few moments outside, the sound of the clubroom door opens, overpowers the sound of the students. Instinctively turning my head towards where the sound is coming from shows Yuri looking over to me with a concerned look. She then walks over to me and takes a seat on the ground next to me.
Hey, are you feeling alright?
Yeah, I'm all better now. Sorry about that.
If I may ask, what exactly happened?
It was just a texture thing, that's all. I'm sure that happens to everyone, right? Her concerned yet inquisitive look is not going away.
Texture? What do you mean?
I nod and then decide to take her hand in mine to help me feel more at ease and be able to answer her easily. I honestly don't care if anyone sees right now. Yuri doesn't seem to react too much, but complies otherwise. Yeah, I guess it was too much for me to handle. There's certain feels and sounds that set me off, I guess. I hope you understand.
It's okay. I think I understand where you're coming from. I'll admit, these cupcakes were different from the ones you bought in the past. Maybe that's why.
They weren't like this in the past?
No. She must have done something different this time.
Yeah, it sucked. That makes sense then. Turning away to look at the ground, a short silence plays out between us while I grip her hand a bit more. Have people made their way into our clubroom yet?
A few people have arrived, but Sarah and Natsuki are taking care of them right now.
I see. Are you nervous too?
I am. I wish we didn't have to do this.
In front of all those people. In front of all those people too.
Finally, someone else gets it.
Both of us giggle for a bit. I mean, Natsuki was pretty apprehensive about performing in front of other people too, so she understood. She used extra diabetes flavored icing. Yeah, Ted, we don't like that shit. For real though, am I the only one who secretly hopes we don't get any new members?
Well, it doesn't really matter too much to me. But what makes you say that?
Huh. I don't know. And I look down at her hand in mine, and up to her eyes and smile. I guess I just like the way things the way they are now. Right now. But I guess I wouldn't feel like I wouldn't like the feel of the club if more people were to join. I know that Monica wants to see the club grow and all. Maybe I'm just weird like that or something.
No. Oh, fine. I get where you're coming from. I guess I can't wait for this to be over.
I have to agree. After this will be our first real date, which I can't wait for. I don't blame you. Speaking of which, shouldn't we be starting soon? This seems to have snapped her back into reality. Boy, Mr. Zero really does love his M&M.
You're probably right. I bet Monica's wondering where we are now.
Yeah, probably. We both managed to get up at the same time by giving each other a hand, and ironically enough, that's when our hands returned to each other. But it's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Come on. Let's face this together. She smiles warmly at me and follows me back into the clubroom. Back inside the clubroom shows we managed to get quite the crowd. The atmosphere of the room, looking different, catches me by surprise at first, but it doesn't take long for me to get reused to it. The chatter of all the people in the room makes me instinctively drown it out, so I can focus on pinpointing certain voices if I want to. Check out the entire situation for our cover shows Sari happily hanging out with one of her fellow students. It's Bass MC, aka Sunshine. It's Sari's boy toy. Oh, it's Dwight? I'm pretty sure that's Dwight. A pretty respectable guy at our school. Who looks just like MC. Huh. Guess we're suffering from lookalike syndrome. But Dwight is like Dwight Schrute? He's African American. Okay, so he's black, so Dwight's a black guy. A black guy named Dwight. He's black, has black dreadlocks, is rather, how do I say, big boned and taller than most students. So he's fat and tall. He's a fat, tall, black guy with dreads. Got it. But he's a member of the anime club and is also in the top 50 academically at our school. Could this be her sunshine she was talking about?
Yo. Is Sayori dating a black guy with dreads? Hey, yo. Interracial dating in my DDLC mod?
Natsuki is over with her array of cupcakes, having a conversation with other classmates, Goruto. He happens to be Indian American and the same height as Sayori. He's just towering above Natsuki. This is Goruto, an Indian American. I wonder if this is a reference to that Goruto guy in... who's in the Discord server. Goruto, if you're not watching this. Also, hello, Avant-Garde. He's also one of my special education classes, and is known for constantly disrupting the teachers in hilarious fashion and getting kicked out of class. How those two managed to start talking to each other is beyond me. Monica, on the other hand, is happily chatting with one of the guys from the newspaper club, Todd, more specifically. So we have Todd, who has the same white bow as Monica, and he has his hair in a bun. Not gonna lie, Todd looks like a chick, but... There's no surprise he'd be talking with Alexa and Monica. He's placed number 2 academically in our school. I bet there's something going on between them.
Oh, I get it. So everybody's booed up. Everyone in the literature club is booed up.
Maybe he's just interviewing her or something. After a little bit, she seems to quickly glance at me as if she noticed I'm back, says her goodbye to Todd, and proceeds to walk over to me.
Kellen, is everything alright?
I take a moment to breathe in and out before speaking. Yeah, everything's all better now. So everyone has a partner. Yeah, Avant-Garde, everyone's booed up. Sorry if I worried you guys.
Kellen, we're about to start in a few minutes, so I should tell you about Yuri. Hey, were they really that bad?
Oh god, oh no.
I don't know what to say to her without sounding like a jerk.
If I should tell her the truth, she'll probably be angry anyways. If they don't say anything back, it could also be bad. Feels like I can't win. What do I do?
Jeez, you could have just told me instead of making a big fuss over nothing, you know.
As the left of my mouth still shut but mind racing, Yuri takes a step towards Natsuki.
Natsuki, it's not something as simple as that. You could have just told me that something was off. It is that simple.
I'm surprised that nobody's looking over at us. The moment I just start feeling noise towards her, Monica intervenes, quite literally, and creates more space between them. I can't quite tell what she's exactly saying as she's being a bit quiet. I can tell she's not happy just by her face and her tone of voice. After a little bit, Natsuki, with a still somewhat annoyed expression, walks away from us over to her cupcake array. Walking up to Yuri, I try to keep my voice down low enough so only she can hear.
Hey, thanks for standing up for me just now.
If it's simple, why you yelling? I don't know, Tab, because she's a bitchy ankle biter. And bitchy ankle biter's gonna bitch.
She seems to get the hint as she meets my gaze and her expression lightens up a bit.
You only felt right. Now, where was I?
The both of us return our attention to Monica, who seemingly appeared out of nowhere. I don't dare speak to her after what I saw, so I don't risk saying anything that'll make her act like that again.
I haven't asked you yet, Kellen, but are you okay with performing last of all of us?
That actually doesn't sound that bad. I nod at her, to which she averts her gaze to Yuri.
And Yuri, are you fine with going before him?
She also nods in confirmation.
Good. Go ahead and take your seats in the front row of seats. I'll get everything all settled and we can get this started.
Yes, Monica. Doing as Monica says, me and Yuri take a seat in the front, only to see Sayori, who starts talking the moment we sit down.
Hi, JQilin. Are you excited for this?
I try to respond with the same level of enthusiasm as her, but you can tell it sounds forced. Oh, yeah, I suppose. I'll be excited when it's all over.
Oh, cheer up, you. Everything will be just fine.
Everyone keeps telling me that. For your sake, I hope so. Look over to Yuri for a split second. Shows a face of what I could guess is apprehensiveness. I wonder if she is also grateful that she's one of the last to go, so she could get a feel of how everything can go. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I mean, she was in this club last year and everything. Very late, but definitely appreciated the background.
Hey, I do what I can, but just between you and me, I'm also starting to fall asleep right now.
The nervousness inside me builds more and more as Monica walks up to the podium and clears her throat.
Okay, everyone.
Her voice is loud, yet controlled. It's enough to grab the attention of everyone in the room, to which they subsequently quiet down until the volume of the room is reduced to a faint murmur of voices.
Hello, and welcome to the second annual Literature Festival event. It means so much to us that you take time to check out what we have in store for you all today. The pamphlets in front of you should give you an idea of what's about to go down.
Hey lady, what we got going on? You know what I'm saying? Yep, pretty typical of him. I don't know how he got the nerve to speak like that. While some people in the group behind us snicker a bit, Monica seems unfazed by such outbursts, and proceeds to charismatically point at him.
I'm glad you asked, kind stranger. I'm Monica, by the way, and I'm the club president.
Hey, but who asked?
The rest of the club and I will be having our very own poetry performance. We'll each go one at a time, and we'll take the honors of getting this started with a little something I wrote called Library.
Oh, Killen, I was talking about the background of the mod.
Oh, okay. Well, the background of the mod is pretty nice.
I thought you were referring to me as background noise, because you're not the first person to say I'm just background noise. Her voice is as confident, as clear as it's always been, which I can only assume draws everyone's attention. She seems to be pretty good at adding emotion at the right times, which makes this all the more impressive. This is Yuri's handwriting, but okay.
Library. A library of one's entire existence, each page containing something new, each stroke of the pen irreversible. Each book is written in a unique style. Some are funny, some are pleasant, but most aren't. Certain books are kept hidden off the shelves, hidden from view. A library of one's entire existence. Each page contains something old. Each stroke of the pen irreversible. Each book is painful to read. Some hurt physically, some emotionally, but some don't. A single librarian maintains the books, desperately hoping the next book will be a pleasant one.
No, I usually watch. How else am I gonna type my stupidity?
You know what, Tag? That's fair. You know what? I appreciate that.
Everyone else in the room applauds, except for me, because I thought the poem was trash. While Monica's performance was really good and all, I don't know why I can't bring myself to clap. Maybe it's some weird inane fear that people have their eyes on me while doing so or something. Either way, I just smile and keep to myself. After a little bit, the clapping dies down.
Thank you, everyone. Up next, we have the person who made the cupcakes you enjoyed, our very own Natsuki.
I was really supposed to agree with that.
Well, I wouldn't say stupid. Well, I'm not saying you type of stupidity. You're funny. You're not stupid, Tag. You're funny. I don't know where I call you so stupid. You're funny.
Enjoyed. As Monica walks over to one side of the room, Natsuki gets up from her spot and walks up to the podium. I'm kind of surprised that Monica didn't get a step stool for her to stand on because of how short she is.
Oh shit!
And look at Randy Orton slithering.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! KO! Here's the cover!
Oh, fuck. Fuck, MC out here. Body blow, body blow, body blow,
pointed at him. He's like, take that, you short little baka bitch. Ooh, God. Somebody call an ambulance. A murder just occurred. God dang. She adjusted the mic in front of her to match her height. I'm Natsuki, and you heard right. I made the cupcakes. I hope you all like them. If you don't, I'd be very sad. Other than that, I got a poem to read, so listen up. As she begins reading her poem, her tone of voice remains the same. It ends up becoming more and more normal sounding, I guess, as she progresses. Fucking come on, MC. I'm not the biggest Natsuki fan, but chill. That's what I'm saying. I was like, shit, bro. We're gonna need to have a funeral. The rest of this mob proceeds to be a funeral procession for the utmost destruction of Natsuki's body that MC had just carried out. Shit. I've seen Red, the kind of stuff she wrote before, and this has that sense of realism that was present in her other two poems. Monster. There's a monster under my bed. A mess of thoughts that's in my head. I just want to feel safe. That's why I stick to only me. There's a monster behind my back. I never know when it will attack. I just want to feel proud. That's why I stick to only me. There's a monster inside us all, just waiting for us to fall. I just want to feel happy. That's why I stick to only me. There's a monster beneath my feet, a feeling that's not so sweet. I just want to be swept away, but I can't stick to only me. I run to somewhere that's safe, somewhere I can be proud, a place that makes me feel happy, a place that sweeps me away. This place where I watch as the monster melts. I just had to trust and stick with someone else. It was so bad Natsuki was not recognizable. Yes, sir. Also, that was a pretty nice poem. Mr. Zare, if you're watching at this point, I have a question. Who wrote these poems? Did you write all these poems yourself, or did you have someone else help you with writing these poems? Everyone in class once again as Natsuki shines a bright smile toward everyone and returns to her seat. Malika then returns to the podium. Next, our very own Vice President, Sayori. Take it away. Sayori practically jumps out of her seat and starts skipping over to the podium. How on earth could she act like this today?
Hi everyone, I'm Sayori and I'm so happy you could all show up today. I wrote something for a very special someone.
Bruh. Well, that was unexpected. Just someone randomly burps in the middle of her speech. The room somehow manages to become even more quiet. Looks like both Monica and Natsuki are facepalming at the same time. Dang. I feel bad for Sayori now. She looks pretty embarrassed. Bro, this laughing sound effect. Also, it'd be nice if you stopped laughing now. Now as I hear Dwight speak up from the crowd, yo my guy, chill. Jesus. After a bit, he manages to calm down. Oh, hey Fit. Welcome back. Sorry about that. My bad. Oh, that was Garuto? Fucking ass. It takes a moment for the awkwardness to escape the room. That's when Sayori clears her throat and attempts to speak again.
Anyway, this poem I wrote is for a certain someone out there. Here goes.
The embarrassment in her voice is still present as she begins reading, but her tone of voice becomes more and more natural as she continues. This poem is too sweet. It's like her voice was made for something of this caliber. She has a little hand and arm motion as she's reading, as if she's actually performing or something.
The same wings. Come, let us speak the words of our heart. One heart connected, aiming for one goal. Wherever you end, that's where I will start. With your hand in mine, we are the ultimate whole. I'm sorry for your suffering and your pain. It's in the past, the breeze come and gone. But I still want to ease all of your disdain. Do not worry. All I want is a bright new dawn. Through the havoc, I will still hear whispers. And speaking softly as to be the calm. Your words soothe me, bringing only the answers, guiding the lines of your hand as its palm. I am your shadow, and gladly your other half. My thoughts are yours as I offer you relief. Not down, together, you will carry the staff, a symbol of our new world built on our belief. I pour out my soul to you, who would listen. I, intercepting, will carry your thoughts as the wind, and together all of our feelings in the sun will glisten. Together, taking off into the sky, we will ascend. Someday we'll soar in the sky for a world our voices sing. Our voice sings, and on that day, together we will flap the same wings.
Wow. Yeah, right. If an audience would ever laugh at cute girls, we all know they're simps. The same wings, cue cyberpunk music. You know, now I wonder if Mr. Zero's played cyberpunk. That was incredible. It was so good that I'll clap along with everyone else. She deserves it. One thing though, I'm sensing a pattern. They're all starting off with their names and what they'll be performing. I know Yuri says she's quite nervous about this. Maybe I could say something to help Monica. Maybe I could say something to help before Monica announces her. That was incredible, my ass. Wow, Fit, why you hate on Sarah like that? She tried her best with that poem. It was mid at best. Why do you hate on Sayori, fan? Come on. Besides, I know she knows she's up next anyways. Looking over to Yuri, making sure she's done clapping. I smile as I quickly take her hand in mine to grab her attention, give her a brief yet firm squeeze. And that seemed to do the trick. I'll do just fine. I'm sure of it. As I slowly retract my hand from hers, all she does is give me a gentle smile. The sound of Monica saying Yuri caught both of our attention as we both drowned her out. As if we both drowned her out or something. That's when Yuri leaves her seat and apprehensively approaches the podium.
Hello. I'm Yuri, and I'd like to share my writing with everyone.
Bitch has two brain cells. One of them is fantasizing about vessel ass MFR, and the other is fantasizing about a noose around her neck. She ain't exactly Einstein. Damn, Fit, I thought you were a Sayori fan. Why are you roasting her so hard? Before she starts reading, she does what I think is a quick look around the room. As her eyes land on me, I make sure to give her a smile and offer some kind of reassurance to her. And then, Shannon looks back to her paper and begins reading. Her apprehensiveness seems to disappear after a little while. Her voice and words sound lovely as it always does, and I can't help but put on a dumb smile while I'm reading, while listening. It feels like I've helped her put effort into this somehow.
A ghost companion. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the umber glow, bathing. In the distance, a blue-green light flickers. A lone figure skips under the streetlights, avoiding the eerie darkness that surrounds us. My heart is curious. Is he one of the same? A being in a vibrant orange glow, electricity in his veins. Yet there's a different aura that reigns within him. I can't help but feel some connection between us. A tenuous wind blows which causes him to fall. He stops under my streetlight. The light flickers. An air of melancholy surrounds both him and I. He says I'm sad, Somehow they're only words. Sympathy now festers and grows in my soul. My heart pounds as it offers a helping hand, his hand in mine. This extreme sensation. He approaches and embraces with starscapes in his eyes. Never in life would I imagine the possibility of a ghost feeling warmth. Surreal, vivid, serendipitous, imperative. That which describes our promise to help each other. When disaster strikes and all seems gloomy, don't cry, I'll be there. In our hearts, we are never apart. If you're with me, then everything's alright.
Oh my god, this poem is too long. Boo, shut the fuck up, Yuri. Blah blah, I want that dick, blah blah. I mean, basically, he's like, translation, I love my boyfriend, he's so cool. I want to be with him forever and ever to the end of time. Man, and I thought Cyrus was good. That was amazing. If I didn't clap for that, I wouldn't be able to live for myself. I couldn't focus on that because of Fit. Fit just coming in here ruining everything. I can't help but endlessly smile as she makes her way back to her seat. Monica steps on stage once again.
And now, last but not least, we have our newest special member, JQilin.
Well, let's get this over with. Breathing in and out while approaching the podium, my heart begins to pound more intensely over the moment I'm in and the silence in the room. I'm frozen in place for a little longer than I'd like to be by looking at everyone's expected faces. It's okay. Let's get this done, for the club's sake, to make Yuri happy. And MC is literally just saying I love this because it's Yuri's poem. Exactly. Why? Because that's his coochie. Hi everyone. I'm JQilin, and I, too, wrote about someone who, as of... No! Don't say yesterday! Recently has become important to me. Who said special? It wasn't me. Go up there, bud! Taking a moment to breathe in and out again, I start reading in front of everyone. It starts out a little bit rough, as another process in my mind is taking full note of how fast my heart is beating, which makes it difficult to focus. But after a while, things start to become more natural, as I have a certain someone to impress. Our castle walls. Roll credits! Our castle walls. I am a collection of characteristics, both physical and mental, that makes me completely unique. And I realize that not everyone who crosses my path will be interested in what I have to offer. But my strength comes from the belief that someone, somewhere, can and will appreciate me for what I am. Within the walls of my mind, stay away repeats itself alongside other means of survival. Choose your friends wisely. Wise words from those far away. I think I've done just that. There's a special someone out there that I'm glad to call my friend. They're kind, they're smart, they have a heart of pure gold. I wink, she's thunderful, but I can't day it very well. Oh, very well. I didn't know her, but she smiled, and for her smile, a warmth seeped deep inside me. Yet no words that I could say, yet I think I understood. And on that serendipitous October night, she gave me more than I could ever. She had given more than most ever could. When life gets tough, both by people and the mind, when nothing makes sense and I'm all by myself, you are there with an embrace, a place to retreat. It's like I found new walls to reside in. Yeah, I bet she did find some new walls to reside in. Your gentleness is quite magical. I don't ever want to let go. Any troubles you have, I will be there in no time. I will be there and through. Oh, I'll be here in time and through. A shoulder to lean on, a guardian standing strong. I know I don't deserve a treasure like you, but please, let me be the one you'll seek out first. Two different people, side by side, will venture on. Even if the journey gets a little bumpy, we'll be safe in our castle walls. Also, Mr. Zare, I have to know, was... Okay, to change your font, that was interesting. But, was I can't date it very was that intentional? And a lot of the mistakes this poem was that intentional? Or did someone slip up on the proofreading of this? Our castle walls were like our basal walls. God, I love poems that are just short fucking stories with no meter or rhyme or thought. I don't want to let go. It's called Premier Pussy Syndrome. It's when you are so overwhelmed by your first contact with the aliens known as women, you hold on to it with all your might. It's cured by getting some bitches. I mean, it's better than I love you, pretty lady. That's true, Tag. That's absolutely true. Also, Fitch just going in the chat right now. Going hard in the motherfucking paint. Once I'm done reading, I look up to everyone and give a small smile. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, everyone. The whole class her one last time, and I could have sworn I heard a few ahs in there somewhere. That response alone makes me instinctively turn my head away from everyone and quickly make my way back to where I was sitting earlier. Monica approaches the podium one last time.
Well, what a way to finish. I just want to say thank you to everyone who made this possible. And thank you everyone for stopping by today.
You're welcome. That'll be $20.
I hope you consider joining this club. And may the rest of the festival commence.
I had to close chat. Fucking fit, man. Well, everything actually turned out pretty okay. People have already started to get up and leave by the time Monica was almost done speaking. Now the lack of people in the room brings back some sense of normalcy. I was beginning to feel my mind as I stared blankly at one of the walls. All the cupcakes are gone. No surprise there. Some of the pamphlets were scattered on the floor, but somehow the decorations remained untouched. Who's gonna take care of everything? Wouldn't that be mine and Yuri's responsibility? But me and her are supposed to hang out after this.
Oh, I bet you Monica's fine.
Oh, don't worry, silly. The rest of us will take care of everything in here. Why don't you and Yuri go enjoy the festival? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I know who to bug about this. Bring myself back into reality. Boy, Mr. Zara does love himself some fucking Eminem. I walk over to Monica to see that. Yuri's already talking with her? Now I'm even more curious. Once I approach them, I decide to keep my mouth shut and listen to what they say, hoping that they'll notice my presence without me having to say anything. This doesn't last for long, however, as Yuri seems to notice right away and looks away while slightly blushing.
Oh, Kellen. We were just talking about you.
You were?
Well, sort of. You don't have to worry about taking care of the decorations. We'll keep the band in the closet for it to stay. How does that sound?
Did she read my mind? No, but I read your mind! So I better get those candles. A disaster waiting to happen. Or if my friends let me give up my responsibility so I could smash, I would abandon the girl, help them, cause I let go of the loyal homies. Yo, bro. Yo, I see you, bro. Bros before hoes, I see it. Monica, your hair is on fire. Oh my god. It actually does look like her hair is on with a candle. It looks like her hair is on fire. Wow. Nah, Yuri probably beat me to it or something. It's too bad we can't just keep the banner hung up for the rest of the year. This classroom does get used during the day. Either way, very cool. I like that. Poor Monica, first that's the key, now the candle. Done. Lean down to... Now her skirt's gonna catch on fire. Lean down and give me one of her... Oh, to give me that one look of hers replaces the relief inside me with curiosity.
You two can enjoy the festival. The rest of the festival now. Both of you deserve it.
Monica the torchbearer.
I know I shouldn't use extra hairspray.
Ah! Her hair just catches on fire. Don't Saruneski deserve it too? Nah, it'll be fine. This is the Neski's Saribot anyway. Fuck him. Never mind. Studying Yuri's expression shows the same apprehensive face from earlier. I thought she'd be happier once this is all over. I wonder what she's thinking of. Shall we?
Yes, please.
With my smile becoming a bit bigger, I approach her side as we walk out of the clubroom together. Stepping outside the clubroom, as students pass us by, both me and Yuri stop just outside the door, with her expression remaining the same. I can't help but breathe a sigh of relief now that performing is all over. We did it, Yuri! We did the thing! Oh wait, we did the thing! She seems to lighten up a bit.
I don't think I've ever agreed with a colloquialism this much in my life.
I'd say everyone did pretty well today. We had sex. Hey, get your mind out of the gutter, big.
Me too.
An unexpected silence that makes me feel unsure about everything fills the air until Yuri breaks said silence.
Kilin, please listen to me real quick.
Uh-oh. I don't like the sound of this for whatever reason. Is something wrong?
We can't hold hands together during the festival.
I can't help but breathe a sigh of relief as Yuri finally becomes halal and converts to Islam because the Allah feeling moment. So, Fate, you can't wait for Yuri to become enlightened?
No, nothing's wrong. Just... would it be too much to ask if we visit the library first?
The library? Is there a special event going on there? I don't remember the fortune teller being there last year. I mean, I wasn't expecting this, but I'm not opposed to it. Something going on there?
Well, no. But... after what we just went through, I don't feel up to being around a lot of people right now.
Yes, fuck the library. Stop being a nerd, bitch.
I'd much prefer to read your book until some more until I feel ready enough. I hope you understand.
She didn't judge me. She didn't judge me at all over the whole cupcake debacle. Still be very mean of me if I were to say, no, let's go outside right now. With a smile on my face, I step closer and grab her hand until our fingers mesh. I do. This is our first date after all. So that includes stuff you want to do. Besides, we're in a good spot in my book anyways. Her usual smile brightens the mood.
Thank you. I'll lead the way.
While I happily follow her to the library, I can't help but realize that I don't quite remember where it is. Dora, Yuri, keep up this attitude. No one's gonna want to be around you. Wow. Damn, Fate, you woke up today. You chose violence. So she chose to read over all the festival shit. Yuri's like,
I've had my social interactions for the day. I want to retreat my cocoon with my books.
oh, A library? A place that looks like an actual library instead of a bookstore. I could dig it, as the kids would say. Okay, finally at the library. It's much more quiet in here compared to out in the halls. And the lack of students in here makes things all the better. It's been way too long since I was last here. With today being the festival and all, I'm surprised that this place is still open. Take into account that there's no events going on here. Maybe the principal is overlooking everything that happens in here today. Doesn't matter to me either way. With our hands still together, Yuri guides me over to one of the vacant tables. After we take a seat, she pulls my book out of her bag. We resume our reading position. So this is how our date starts, huh? Not complaining. 30 minutes later. Not gonna lie, that was a great idea. Bullshit, my librarian had 5 shelves. The library looked like a homeless guy they dragged around outside. That's the public school system at its finest. That's your taxpayer's dollar at work. Me and her made considerable progress, and we're actually pretty close to the end of the story. Granted, the whole battle sequence with cows in my story was exciting and all. I had to remind myself not to get so worked up during. Yuri's hand breaks away from mine as she reaches over to close the book.
I think we should call it here for now.
I nod at her as she puts my book away in her bag. What's up with Tag and Fit today? Well, Tag is being how he normally is. I appreciate that. Fit just woke up on the wrong side of bed today and just chose violence. Yeah, definitely. I forgot how exciting that part was. It's not realized I'm supposed to keep my voice down in the library, but Yuri doesn't seem to care.
I'll admit, it was quite fun to read. Although I don't quite understand how they were able to find barrels of TNT on the island. Nonetheless, I'll add it to my list of best action sequences that I've read.
This girl's way too cute. I love it. Nice! Oh, by the way, how are you feeling? She seems to be overthinking again. No, it wasn't fun to read. You should be disappointed. Die. Wow.
Much better now. How about...
The sound of my stomach interrupts her. Not cool. I look towards the ground, slightly embarrassed. I think that answered it for you. Yuri giggles to herself.
Then that settles it. Shall we get going?
I happily approach her, take her hand in mine, and look at her. Let's do this. Excitement slowly builds in me as we step outside the library. Back in the hallway, there weren't as many students as there were before. Maybe they've all gone and checked out events outside or something. This is exactly where me and Yuri are headed. Walking down the school halls with Yuri feels like this rather different feel to it. But it's not unwelcome by any means. As I walk past the door to our club room, my ears manage to pick up the sound of a door opening behind us, which I instinctively turn my head towards the sound. Sure enough, Sarah is shown walking out the door. Look at her face as she sees the both of us says to be a slight panic. Oh god, no! She knows now! But of all the things that she could possibly do, she gives a bright, friendly smile as if to say, "Way to go!" With that running through my mind, I gently smile back at her and look back over to Yuri, who I'm guessing didn't know Sayuri at all. We're almost to the school entrance, just a flight of stairs to go and we'll be outside. Oh, look at the food stalls and games, and here we are in the fucking library. Well, we're not in the library anymore. The excitement being steady. Rock steady. Now that I think about it, I don't really know what me and you were gonna do. Should we expect her to say, "There you are, just the person I was looking for"? Don't tell me this is Wallace. Me and Yuri stop at our tracks to the sound of a deep voice I don't hear that around here often. Oh, it's the principal. As our hands return to ourselves, both of us turn around to see the principal. He is much taller than most of us, in his mid-40s, a receding hairline, and a cigar in his mouth at all times. Dang. I know Elijah is smoking indoors still. What could he possibly want? As he approaches, all the excitement in my body starts fading away, but I'm somehow able to not let it ruin my mood. Hi there. His somewhat serious expression never changes. Yes, hello. I'd like to have a word with you for a moment. An uncomfortable silence plays out as he directs his vision towards Yuri and squints his eyes. In private. Oh, this is about Wallace. Okay. His tone of voice makes her immediately look away from him. It makes you feel a bit uncomfortable too, which is a little uncalled for. But what could be so important to resort to that? Before I comply with what he says, I shift my head slightly towards Yuri. I'll be right back. She doesn't react at all. She just stays in place. Let's get this over with. Walking up and approaching the principal, he turns away from Yuri and we walk in silence to the principal's office. Well, I won't. Well, I wouldn't. Fuck off. Yeah, just imagine telling the principal to fuck off. I'm sure that's going to go over well. The whole time my mind is racing, mainly about whether Yuri will be alright, and what could he possibly want to talk about. I didn't know Wallace had a father. Yeah, Wallace's father is the principal. It didn't take long for us to get there. Okay, once we're inside, we both take a seat, and I can't help but get distracted by all the papers and whatever on the wall. My eyes land on a list of the top 50 students that gets updated every month. No surprise that Monica would be number 1 on that list, because of course she is. Oh yeah, where does Yuri stand on there? Let me see. 3, 4, 5. I wonder if is Yuri even on the list? My attention steps directly to him as I anticipate what he wants to talk about. Also, why do I hear boss music? So, first off, how has the school year been treating you? I hesitate and think before I speak up, mainly out of nervousness. Well, everything's going okay so far. Also, Mr. Zero, what track is this? I like it. It has a nice little jazzy theme to it, also being kind of sinister. Besides some people not being very nice to me, I don't even know how he'd react if I were to say my girlfriend. Why would he care? It's perfectly natural for students to be dating each other. I mean, I was 12. I told my principal, Mr. Rebirdie, to fly away. It felt good to be a gangsta. With a name like Rebirdie, I'm sure he got that a lot. Best friend. I don't really have many other complaints. Whoa there, my boy. Don't feel you have to hide anything from me. I've seen how you were with that girl earlier. His tone is still rather powerful, but it's surprisingly calm enough to where I don't feel too upset. Bro, I wish this mom was as fun and corny as this track makes it out to be. Maybe then it would be interesting. Damn, Finn. I'm guessing that means he knows about me and Yuri. Well, duh, he saw you walking holding hands, bro. You don't just hold hands with your best friend. Besides that, though, you were talking about my son, Wallace. Is that right? Oh yeah! I completely forgot he was his dad. But for whatever reason, I still don't have it in me to make eye contact with him. Yes, him. Well, I want you to know that I had a word with him a few days ago about his recent behavior. Good. It's about time. His tone of voice seems to lighten up a little bit. I want you to tell me if he ever does anything to you again. Can you do that? You just hold hands with your best friend. You don't? No fit. You just hold hands with your... I know you've been holding hands with Krim all the time, Fit, okay? But that just kind of that means there's something else going on there, Fit. I'm sorry to break it to you. I know you love holding hands with Krim in 92, but I don't know, I think you may need to have a talk with them. I mean, it's nice that he's looking out for me, but why didn't he mention Yuri as well? You mean holding his dick? Holding his dick platonically. Ah, yes, of course. There's nothing wrong with holding your homie's dick platonically. I'm quite out of culture. You always hold the homie's hands. Oh, so Tad, you just go around holding your homie's hands all the time? I see how it is, mate. And what was with his tone of voice earlier today? Maybe I'll worry about that later. I look up to him as he lights a cigar and nods at him, but not as enthusiastically as I normally do. Understood. I mean, yes! He laughs to himself and he blows out a puff of smoke while I look away in embarrassment. You're fine, my boy. Now, is there anything else that's bothering you recently? Some of my mood goes upwards a bit, thanks to him being a bit more relaxed. Also, the smell of the room doesn't agitate me, so that helps too. I'm able to look straight at him now. No, not that I can think of. Classes are going okay, and I've made a few new friends, so I'd say that's pretty good. He flicks a cigar in a nearby ashtray as a small smile makes an appearance. Good. I believe our time here is done. You may leave now. A small wave of relief washes over me as I get up from my desk and slightly bow to him. Okay, thank you. Oh, so you don't question the dick holding. I'm feeling targeted now. I'm triggered. Well, we'll see. Tag. Here's the thing: hand holding is lewd. Holding your homie's dick platonically, that's not lewd at all. That's perfectly acceptable. But hand holding in this Christian YouTube channel, nah, that doesn't fly over here. As I turn around and head towards the door, he speaks up again in his authoritative tone. Oh, and one more thing. Shit, you got me there. Immediately stopping in my tracks and turning around to face him brings curiosity. My arms instinctively go behind my back. Yes? His smile from earlier makes a return as he picks up his briefcase and I didn't even know he had. Don't forget there'll be a fireworks show tonight. Be sure to bring that girl of yours. Wink. Oh yeah! That's something I missed out on last year. I know what I'm doing tonight. Thanks for telling me. On the walk back to where me and Yuri were, my mind ran with excitement of what's going to happen later when we're outside. Also about the last time I stayed at school this long. Getting closer and closer to where we were, my excitement slowly becomes replaced with worry as I don't see Yuri anywhere. She's just not there. I'm stuck in place by the flight of stairs, wondering where she could be. What do I do? Do I just stay here and wait for her? Should I try looking for her outside? Why don't you call her on her cell phone?
I don't know. It's not late night, but you need her love.
Won't you call her on her cell phone? Is she in the classroom? But why would she be killing? Huh? Yuri! Quickly turning around shows her walking towards me, to which I breathe a sigh of relief. Sorry if I stalled you just now. I was in the restroom. At least she's safe. That's okay. Ready to head outside now? Her lovable smile makes an appearance. Let's get going. The moment that me and Yuri step outside the school building into some fresh air, we're greeted with rays of light that shine from the setting sun. It is a very welcome feel to it, and the breeze is just as calm as it was earlier today. Absolutely perfect. The number of students outside now isn't as many as I thought it would be. I guess that's what spending time in the library does. There's still some stands up that I wouldn't mind checking out. The fresh air makes it feel more alive and The fresh air makes me feel more alive inside, as the two of us suspect everything that happens outside. So, Yuri, is there anything particular you'd like to check out? She takes a moment to think, like she usually does, before speaking up.
Well, no, not really. I guess just spending time with each other sounds nice.
She looks away, a bit embarrassed.
Isn't that how dates work?
She's so silly. I like it. You like everything about. What don't you like about Yuri? That's what I want to know. What doesn't this guy like about Yuri? Sure. Want to walk around for a bit then?
Yes, let's.
Before we begin walking, two students in particular catch my eye over by one of the stands, which makes me concerned. Wait, hang on. See those two over there? I point to the two of them so she can see it's MC and MC. Hello there, MCs. It's Jason and Kyle, the two of Wallace's dumb idiot friends. Oh, it's Jason and Kyle. Ah. Let's try to avoid them as much as possible.
Oh, okay then.
With that, we both depart from the school entrance to wander around the school courtyard with no real destination in mind. Let's just go home then. It's only been a few minutes, and I've disregarded half the stands up already, especially the takoyaki one. I never like the smell of that stuff. Fuck takoyaki. Takoyaki? More like takoyaki. Yuri doesn't seem to be interested in what's going on either, and she hasn't said a word since we left. This doesn't last too long though, as she comes across a stall that is being run by another member of the anime club. This is one of those knock down the bottle games run by a stronger guy named Fly. I know him. Everyone seems to put the word kunai at the end of his name for whatever reason. So it's... Oh, I get it now. Fly kunai. I get it, Mrs. Zara. You're both a TF2 and a Mr. Paladin fan. I'm starting to get interested in it more and more as we approach it. To the point where I stopped walking up. I stopped walking once we're there to see what it's all about. Looks like a variety of stuffed animals with prizes. Who bought all of these? Is that a YouTuber reference? Yes, I believe so, Avant-Garde. After idling for a bit, Fly manages to get our attention. What? What's up, guys? How's it going? Not gonna lie, he caught me off guard a little bit. Hey, Fly? What's going on? Oh, not much. Festival's about to be over soon, so I've got time for one more round I'd like to go before I pack up shop, eh? I gotta learn more references, this shit's always going over my head. Mr. Zero loves his references. May as well. Haven't done this in a while. Looking over to Yuri to see what she thinks shows a rather blank expression from her, as if she's observing everything. I bet she's looking at the stuffed animals as prizes. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay. That'll be $5. Jesus Christ, isn't that a bit much? Yeah, when will I ever get to do this again? Putting up the money and handing it to him, he then hands me 2 tennis balls, to which I give one to Yuri. This seems to snap her out of whatever trance she's in, as she gingerly takes one from me.
Oh, okay.
About 7 feet from me are 15 aluminum cans, shaped in an upwards triangle. How funny would it be if they used glass instead of aluminum? Imagine having to clean up after that, then finding more bottles to replace the broken ones. That would be a nightmare. This shouldn't be too bad though. Just aim towards the bottom and I'll knock most of them down, right? You would think. Keeping that in mind and figuring out the best spot to throw, I give it all I got, and I miss. Oh, dang. Hey, not bad. Only 2 left on the left side. Stepping to the side so Yuri can take her turn, she seems to take the same steps as I do. Except she shows a bit more determination on her face, no offense to Undertale. She must really want a prize that bad. She throws and... Oh, I actually managed to get the last 2 down. Dang, okay. Okay, alright. Her face shows unadulterated surprise, which turns into a big smile. Oh, I like the little victory music. Man, I'll never get tired of hearing that. Probably because you've only heard it like 3 or 4 times today, I bet. Alright, well, it's good. In a somewhat animated fashion, she points to one of the animals.
Rambi, please.
All 3 of us stay silent as Fly stares blankly at her. Oh, there's a rhino and she called it Rambi because of the book. Oh, that's so cute. I, on the other hand, am tempted to facepalm. What, Mike? Fly. She means the rhino toy. As her hand on our beloved prize, Yuri grabs her new rhino friend and holds him close to her chest. This makes me smile a bit. This reminds me of yesterday.
We did it, Qilin.
I guess we did. Ellie has a new friend now. Yuri looks away with her lovable blush and smile.
I suppose so.
I'm getting kind of hungry though. Want to go get something to eat?
Oh, I'm getting kind of hungry though.
It looks like she's calmed down a little bit. It looks like she's calmed down a bit now.
Sure, I don't mind.
She approaches me and wraps her arm around mine, which makes me blush a bit, now feeling warm and happy despite the breeze outside. One of the nearby stands has students from the cooking/baking club trying their hand at making sushi. After eyeing it down and agreeing on it with Yuri, I get the salmon nigiri, and Yuri gets some kind of shrimp with cream cheese inside. I guess the kind with shrimp with cream cheese inside. After paying for everything, we finally see a nearby bench and enjoy ourselves. Boy, I sure do hope Jason and Kyle don't show up. Yuri was even kind enough to bring her chopsticks from her bag for the both of us. I never liked the sticky feeling from rice on my fingers. After enjoying ourselves for a bit, I can't help but notice that Yuri has some extra stuff along with sushi. Something green and something pink. So I think the green is wasabi, I don't know what the pink is, probably horseradish? I know what wasabi is, and I don't like it one bit, but I don't know what the pink stuff is. I better ask her about it. Hey Yuri, what's that supposed to be? She looks down and picks up the weird pink plant-looking thing on her tray with her chopsticks.
It's ginger.
Oh, it's ginger. I don't remember ginger. I'm used to ginger looking yellow, not pink.
Have you ever had it before?
No, can't say I have. Can I try it?
Sure.
It's amazing how we're able to hand stuff each other off using just chopsticks. It feels nice. Once I grab a hold of it, I begin placing it in my mouth.
Wait, Qilin, I forgot to mention.
After biting down for a bit, the texture feels nice and crisp, but when the burning infiltrates my mouth and travels up my nose, I can't move at all due to its intensity, and it's not enough to make me tear up. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just wait a bit. It'll go away. Once it dies down a bit, I close my eyes and force myself to swallow, subsequently take a deep breath. Woo! That was intense.
I'm sorry, Qilin. I forgot to mention you shouldn't eat that by itself.
I kind of figured that.
Here.
I raise an eyebrow at her out of curiosity, when she grabs a considerably smaller piece and brings it over to my way. I can't help but feel reluctant to try it again. At the same time, I probably should take her word for it. Grabbing a hold of my chopsticks, I place one of my sushi and try again. Much to my surprise, this is significantly better. The vastly different texture of the ginger and salmon surprisingly go well together, and the citrus-like taste of ginger makes everything heavenly. I can't help but close my eyes and genuinely smile this time. I think I could hear Yuri giggling to herself, but I couldn't care less. Finally, someone who used I couldn't care less correctly. Wow, look how cute, sharing food with each other. That's how you get germs, you know. Wait, what? Oh shit! Son of a bitch!
Oh my god!
The literature club caught us being lovey-dovey.
Natsuki, don't say that. Sharing is caring.
Being broken out of my trance shows Sayori, Natsuki, and Goruto in front of us. Both the girls were holding giant bags of cotton candy. Maybe I shouldn't be too surprised if Sayori's is half gone already. What's going on, guys?
We're all done walking around. Now we're gonna find a good spot to watch the fireworks together.
A bolt of realization strikes me. Oh yeah, I almost forgot that was a thing. I immediately look up over to Yuri, who just finished her last sushi. You want to watch them tonight? The expression on her face looks like fireworks are a foreign concept to her. After what I'm guessing is a light bulb going off in her head, she returns back to normal.
I would love to. What time do they start tonight? When it becomes dark out, so I'm guessing in 30 minutes or so? Excellent.
She's stuffing an empty sushi tray into her bag. She gets up from her spot on the bench, which causes me to, out of instinct. She stuffs it to her bag, a seemingly infinite black hole. A seemingly infinite chasm to which nothing could escape. I actually just figured out Yuri's bag is a pocket dimension.
Let's go, Kilin. I know the perfect spot for this.
You gonna go to the rooftop? Natsuki and Sayori looks as dumbfounded as I do. What's Garuto doing here, by the way? What could she have in mind? Okay. It doesn't take long after her approaching me and walking away from Natsuki to open her mouth.
Hey, shouldn't you just stay here for that?
Oh, an inverted sprite. Natsuki stops in her tracks and turns around to face her.
And shouldn't you be filing the rest of your divorce papers?
And look at Randy Orton slithering.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out! KO! Here's the cover.
Oh shit!
Yo, first MC, now Yuri. Everyone's just sitting here bodying the shit out of Natsuki. I didn't know today was Body Natsuki Day. Stop, 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 stop. She's already dead. Stop. Stop the madness, please.
Everyone stays silent with mouths agape. I didn't expect that to come out of her mouth. Damn girl, she got you real good. Natsuki angrily takes her hands and grabs both of Goruto's lips to shut him up.
Zip it. Let's just leave these two alone.
With that, she drags him to wherever the three of them were headed to. Not even Sayori waves back at us. She just walks away with them. What even happened just now?
Let's get going, Kilin.
Damn, Yuri doesn't even feel bad. She's like,
Fucking bitch.
Yuri quickly walks away, and all I can do is catch up with her. It's only been a few minutes, but the walk to wherever we're going has been silent. With the way we're going, I know we're heading towards her house. Maybe she wants to watch from her backyard or something? She finally speaks up.
I'm sorry, Kilin.
Just hearing the sadness in her voice makes me grab her hand, hopefully to send the message that I'm not upset with her. Luckily for me, she doesn't resist. What's the matter? Not alone. Why is she saying that to me?
Just... maybe I shouldn't have said that to Natsuki.
Oh, that. Even my support, she still looks down to the ground while we walk. Look into the purple eyes, the eyes of soulless killer.
It's just... everything was going so well. For once, I was able to enjoy the festival. And it felt like she was trying to ruin this for me. But she really wasn't.
Hey, we all say things we don't mean sometimes.
even things that just cruelly body. Even things that just cruelly body someone.
Well, please don't try to worry about it.
But I made everyone feel bad. I should have kept my mouth shut.
I tighten my grip on her in an attempt to comfort. Look, I'm not gonna judge you over something like this. Maybe you should. Maybe you should. Maybe you should help. Maybe you should keep Yuri accountable for her actions. You know. She really shouldn't be getting into people's business like that anyway. Well, that too. If it helps, she kind of annoyed me too. She doesn't respond to that. I'm pretty sure she's lost in thought right now. Hi, tired. I'm dead.
I just hope this doesn't come back to haunt me.
Hopefully it'll be ending soon. I'm gonna end the stream after the fireworks show. I'm certain it won't. I mean, look at what happened after my second day of the club. What happened with you and her wasn't brought up the next day. I'm sure it'll be okay. I say that, but now I remember I didn't end up talking with Natsuki about it the next day. Yeah, what Yuri doesn't know won't hurt her. In this case, at least. Well, Big, if you do leave, I hope you have a good night, and I hope you get to sleep. And I will see you the next time I go live.
I suppose you're right. Thank you for not judging me over this.
It's no problem. Besides, I know the feeling of saying stuff that makes you feel out of place. So if you hate to happen, and you just hate to have it happen every time, so you're not alone. I can feel our tenseness easing up slowly, mostly mine.
At least someone else understands.
We walked for a few more minutes in a much more comfortable silence between us. It's almost completely dark outside now, and the sounds of the school grounds are now non-existent. After 7 minutes passed, we ended up walking right past her house. Once I realized where we were going to check out my surroundings, her face shows a rather relaxed look, as if she has everything all planned out or something. And my curiosity increasing, I tug at her hand lightly to get her attention. Oh, by the way, I never asked. I'm gonna talk to my Dizzle watching this, but thanks. Where exactly are we heading?
Oh, you'll see.
Fred, you mean we're not gonna watch from your house?
No. I have somewhere better in mind.
We're gonna go to the lake. Full of surprises, I see. I like it. I can't stop excitement from slowly building up in me by trying to figure out where we're heading. We're going to the lake, aren't we? 10 minutes later. We're going to the lake. You know, I shouldn't be too surprised that she dragged me to the park. The atmosphere around here has a nice feeling to it, probably due to the feelings and memories of past events here. It's nice and calm tonight, just like every time I've been here. Oh, hey Finn. Says I doubt the fireworks will even be visible. Well, Tag, maybe we might get fireworks of a different kind, if you catch my drift. Ah, I see what's going on. Now. I like this. Her lovable smile makes a return.
We're not quite there yet.
We're not. I told you we're going to the lake. Her shaking her head makes me more curious. What? Wait. You don't mean... Oh my god, yes! In and around the lake, mountains come out of the sky and they stand there. 24 before my love and I'll be there. They're gonna do that fake wrestling. Happily following along, we approach the tree line inside the park and enter. By the time we reach our spot in and around the lake, the darkness, moon, and stars have covered the night sky. Our fallen angel down tree hasn't been touched since the last time I was here, and the sound of the water makes me feel at home. The both of us, still hand in hand, carefully observe our usual spots and take in the atmosphere of everything while I breathe a sigh of relaxation. The air feels nice and crisp, and the breeze can be felt rustling through our hair. Huh. I'm kind of surprised I didn't think of this before. Now I think I know why you didn't want anyone to ruin this for you. She looks bashful now for whatever reason.
Well, I thought you would appreciate this.
And I do.
This girl knows how to make me smile. Really gonna suck when they build a Walmart here? I don't think this place is big enough for a Walmart. It feels right to smile as my eyes meet hers. I really do. It feels really nice to be back out here again. As my hand breaks away from hers, I look away from her and bring both arms into the sky. In a somewhat silly fashion, let my air passages open up and take a deep breath. Water, nature, moonlight, atmosphere. How I love thee with a passion unfruited by civilization for thousands of years. I can hear her giggling out loud as I bring my arms down.
I couldn't have said it any better myself.
Oh, they're the fireworks.
After sharing a small joyous moment to ourselves, an unexpected rather loud explosion could be heard in the background. That catches the both of us off guard, especially me, as I almost cover my ears out of instinct. That's when we look away from each other and to see a bunch of yellow sparkles in the night sky. Oh, must have been a dud. Wait, it started! It's time! I say that with a somewhat confident tone, but Yuri remains quiet. As a few more play out, not only the sky, but the water is filled with colors, which is quite enjoyable if you ask me. It's a miracle that we can even see them from where we are. I know, right? It is quite the miracle. There's a familiar echo and fizzle sound to them once the colors from one disappears that adds to what's going on. Fireworks are one of those things that were super entertaining when I was little, but as I grew older the appeal of them became less and less. I hope that's normal.
I mean, when you get older, you kind of be like, you know, fireworks are fireworks, but
There's still something mesmerizing about seeing pretty colors, and pretty colors flash in front of you. This isn't a cicada invasion. This is more like a cicada incursion. Looking over to Yuri, on the other hand, shows she's pretty much enthralled by them, with her mouth ajar, just like earlier today when I asked her if she wants to see them. Then I catch a glimpse of the color shining in her eyes. This isn't quite something I would expect from someone her age, but I probably shouldn't judge. Maybe she's never seen fireworks before.
They're so pretty. They're so pretty.
Her voice is gentle, but also genuine, as if she's never experienced them before. In all reality, she's not wrong. Becoming nervous at what I just thought of, I make sure not to look away from her. Just like a certain someone I know. She may be smiling warmly as a flash of green fills the sky, but I can't tell if it's because of me or the fireworks. Probably both. Still feeling nervous about everything that's going on. Maybe I should speak up a little more and mention something about them. Did you know that fireworks used to scare me? Turning on to face me, she looks curious.
Oh, how come?
The noises, they don't stop. Well, mainly when I was really little. From what my mom and dad told me, they were too loud for me and made me very upset. They said the same thing about fire trucks that would often drive by and the fire drill alarms at school. I guess I was able to handle stuff like that better and better as I grew older.
I see. That was never really an issue for me growing up.
Her expression turns one that conveys disappointment?
However, this is my first time getting to enjoy them in person.
Wait, for real? How come? She then looks down to the ground, and what I'm guessing is guilt or embarrassment or something.
Well, you may think this is strange as well, but I don't know why my parents never took me to see them as a kid. It makes me quite sad, as when they appeared in any of the books I've read, they brought upon feelings of inadequacy, so I was never able to imagine them properly.
But what about on TV or in movies? She takes a moment to breathe in and out.
That alone never did it justice. The sound you hear on the TV is almost like an echo, as Monica once put it, it's nothing like right now.
Lifting her head up to the sky as more explosions happen in the background, I do the same and turn away to get an idea of what she's talking about. The distant sound that fireworks give off, hearing it in person, the distinct sound that fireworks give off, hearing it in person, I never really stopped to consider how artificial everything from the TV sounds. As a flash of orange shows up in the sky, a blinding sparkle gets caught in my peripheral vision. Instinctively, turning my head to Yuri, a flash of yellow shines vibrantly on her purple hair clip. And a sudden flash of white in the night sky reveals seemingly no imperfections on her face. That's rather unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear. Her tone of voice becomes a little more serious.
Qilin, don't be sorry. Not for 1 second.
In a somewhat animated fashion, I raise an eyebrow to her as a flash of blue covers the land. Is that supposed to be a lake or an ocean? I think it's the lake, but it looks like an ocean. I don't believe her think it's an ocean. It looks dead ass like an ocean, but I think it's a lake. Huh?
In all the years of high school I've been, I never once decided to stay for the festival, with last year being an exception. What was the point if I didn't have any friends to share it with? The experiences would have felt all for naught had I been by myself.
That makes sense, but why shouldn't I feel bad? As she slowly directs her vision towards me instead of the fireworks, a small smile shows up on her face.
Because you made today special for me, even if I was being difficult or needy.
I think I've just about drowned out the colors, the sounds, the everything of what's going on around us. I carefully scoot closer until our arms and shoulders are touching, which I don't think she was expecting, but doesn't resist nonetheless, and blush while looking at her. Thank you too for making today special. She smiles warmly at me, but I can't tell if she's blushing back due to the array of colors going on around us. No, she's blushing at you. There's a nice feeling of being this close to her, but it's making me nervous at the same time. Seeing this wonderful smile when I'm this close to her becomes etched into my mind. Kiss her. It makes my heart beat a little faster. Focusing on talking and breathing becomes a little more difficult. Hey, I'm really happy we're able to spend the festival together.
I am too.
You want to know what makes me even happier? She looks over to me with curiosity and a hint of excitement plastered all over her face.
Oh, do tell.
Well, that we go to the same school, the same club together, hang out together, have interesting conversations with each other. And the fact that we're also going to kiss each other. Just everything, I guess. Just fucking make out already. I know, Tag. That's what I'm saying. Looking into her eyes shows that she is the one with starscapes in them now. Closing her eyes, she wraps her arms around mine and rests her head on my head. I can't help but wrap my free arm around her shoulder and carefully rest my head on hers. Oh, they're right at the water's edge. This is nice. I wonder who drew this CG. This is better than any tingling feeling I felt when we were in the club. By looking over slightly, I can get an up-close look at her genuine smile, which is absolutely beautiful. With us being this close, I might make the festival special for her, and her breathing slowly becoming in tandem. I speak gently to her, and I want her to know how I feel. Hey, princess?
Yes, darling.
Darling. This is one of my favorite feelings of all time. Her grip on me tightens, which instinctively warms me up inside.
Nothing in the past or future will ever feel like today.
For the rest of the night, the fireworks continue to serve as background noise instead of the main attraction. With each ticking second that passes, I never once wanted this moment to end. Nothing else in the world seems to matter anymore. anything that life has to throw at us, I want to face it together with her. If they don't kiss, I'm gonna... Don't tell me. Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking riot. They didn't fucking kiss. I'm gonna riot. I'm gonna riot. They didn't kiss. You built up all that romantic tension and you didn't kiss? What a fucking letdown. It's October 3rd, 2:55 on a Wednesday. Well, y'all, I think now's as good a time as any to wrap up this episode on that depressing note, which they didn't kiss.
Mr. Zero, I am grossly disappointed. Grossly disappointed.
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. I agree. Everyone, let's get our pitchforks and torches and then go burn down Mr. Zero's house. What do we all say?
But for what it's worth, I'm thankful for you guys being here with me for this ride. And for those of you who watch the restream or the VOD, be sure to hit the like button if you got to this point already. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And stay tuned for the next time your boy has a stream or upload to the channel. I'm gonna go to bed now because it's late for me. Again, it's been real. Say it's been fun, you guys. It's your boy JQilin. Ciao for now. But before I go, I'm going to sing out with some music that was created by my boy Lance2709. So, I hope y'all like the vibe.